everyone, welcome to Nature's Magic live show. Really excited for today's live. We are starting a bit later in the day, so we'll see how that goes. So today we have got some amazing new arrivals that I've been very excited to share with you. Some of my personal favorite crystals, which are the Enhydro crystals in jewelry form. So we have some smoky Enhydros, we have Brandberg Enhydro. So if you've ever heard of Brandberg Amethyst or Smoky Amethyst, it's a very beautiful high vibrational crystal which has Enhydros in it. And if you're wondering what the heck is an Enhydro, it's a water bubble that is trapped inside a crystal. So they're quite rare, they have really beautiful properties, and they're one of my personal favorite crystals to work with. So can't wait to share those with you. We'll just wait a little bit while we get a few people online. Make sure you say hi when you join. And we've also got a sale on at the moment, so if you haven't already shopped our sale online, I'll pop the link up here for you if you want to be able to have a little look. We do have 15% off most of our gemstone jewellery until tomorrow night. So the sale's been on all week. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, if you've got some favourites in your cart, now's a good time to grab those pieces. But we also have our clearance sale still going as well, so if you want an even bigger discount on some of our older stock, make sure you check out our autumn clearance sale. There's new items being added every single week. There's, I think, over 300 items in there at the moment, so there's plenty of discounts to be had there. Hi Karen, hi Donna, hi Romney, hey everyone, hope you're all having a beautiful Saturday. Hope everyone's already voted so that we can forget about that now and just leave it to the gods of whatever's going to happen. And anyway, I don't want to talk about that, but anyway, fingers crossed Australia gets its best result. But yeah, I really look forward to sharing with you also today, other than our new arrivals, we've got another exciting thing about to launch. I'm bringing back the auction. So as of tomorrow, you'll see that we'll have some items going up for auction on our website. So how it will work is that you'll actually bid online actually on our website. So there'll be 24-hour auctions. They're starting tomorrow, so the first auction will end on Monday night about 8 p.m. and then every single day we're going to have new items going up for auction for all month. I thought, why not? Well, let's just get some items out there. So there's about 5 or so items a day for jewellery, crystals, and they're actually, the starting prices are at about 50% off, so you can get yourself some really great deals on some of our beautiful crystals and jewellery. So keep your eyes open on our socials, and I might even create an event so people can keep track of as we add new auctions. And yeah, if you've got any questions about that, feel free to ask. I will be going live on Tuesday again as well, so if you're like a bit confused and not sure how it works, it's pretty much just jump online onto the auction. There's actually I should show you, one second. Let me grab my phone out and I'll share with you exactly how you can jump onto our auctions. So we have done this once before, but not since sometime last year. I'll do a table scan in a sec. So if you go to our website, under special offers, if you want to find it really easily. By the way, if you're wondering, why am I that close? If you're ever wondering what offers we have going on, go under the special offers and you can find all of the discounts and deals that you can get with all of our products online. At the bottom there is auctions. So you'll notice at the moment that we don't have anything there, but as of tomorrow, you'll start to see the items that are available for auction. And basically, if just make sure you read the terms and conditions of or how to bid, and all of that is all on this page. So if you're curious about how it's going to work, head to the auctions page and you'll be able to find out more information there. So first auctions will go live tomorrow evening, and then bidding will close from 8 o'clock, but each product we've staggered. So if you had more than one item that you wanted to bid on, I know it's really annoying if you get multiple items ending at the same time. But yeah, it's all done via our website. So that keeps things really easy. If you want to be able to check out your items, you can do that direct off our website. Hi Mandy, how you going? Welcome to everyone else who's just joined. Hi Gaynor. Hi Jody. Thanks for sharing the live. It's always appreciated if you guys can share. As always, love to see some new faces. So this is probably what a lot of you are really keen to see, which are these stunning Brandberg Smoky Amethyst statement pieces, and these are super duper rare. I've been waiting years to get hold of some of these, not even kidding. And I was very, very happy when my supplier said, hey, would you like first pick of these? And I said, yes, please. So I've got some of the most gorgeous pieces. The crystals are just phenomenal. The energy off them is phenomenal. I cannot wait for you guys to be lucky enough to have one of those in your collection. Behind that, you can see we've got our stunning pink amethyst, or pink and purple amethyst. We also have pearl jewellery. I'm going to do some good discounts on the pearl jewellery today. We have also, did anyone guess what this particular crystal is? We did put a little post up on socials to see if anyone could guess it. Isn't it pretty? If you might be able to read the tags, it is magnesium. It's what a natural magnesium mineral looks like, and it makes these beautiful feather-like structures in its natural formation. So we've got 1 pair of earrings and 3 pendants there. Pearl bracelets. I've got a few of these pearls. I'm going to discount those as well today. Thank you for sharing. The Rhodochrosite is another section we've got out today. We'll add some of those items to clearance, and everything, anything that doesn't go to clearance is at least 15% off today, guys. Unless it's a new arrival, you'll get 15% off anything on the table that's jewellery. Unless I add it to clearance, and then you'll get a bigger discount. So amazonite, we haven't shown our beautiful amazonite in ages. It's one of my favorite crystals to wear. Been wearing my beautiful amazonite ring a lot lately. And then we also have strawberry quartz, and it's the high quality strawberry quartz, really beautiful inclusions of hematite in quartz as well, giving that gorgeous red color. And there's a few different types. I love this big, super sparkly strawberry quartz, that one. So there's a few different types there. And I did also leave on the table the tea tonic tea that I showed last week. We've just got a couple of gift packs there that are available, and we still have a few of the soaps as well. If anyone is wanting to grab a last minute gift for Mother's Day, some of this stuff is nice little relaxation type gift. So we've got a few things there to show you. Hi, Kiralee. Yes, so that is what we have on today's table. I'm more than happy to do some open shop today as well, because we do have the sale on. If there's pieces that you have had your eye on, we do have some like really great pieces on sale. Like some of our more expensive pieces are all 15% off, which is honestly, we don't do much more of a discount than that on most of our higher quality jewellery. So, you know, for end of financial, we're not really going to be doing anything much more than that on some of those pieces. So if you've got your eye on something, definitely don't hesitate to grab it while the sale's on. And we will have some more pieces added to clearance, as I said. So we're still going around adding pieces, so you can still get some bigger discounts, and the auctions will be where it's at if you want to grab some really good deals, and hopefully you can have fast fingers and grab something before someone else does at a really good price. So yay for strawberry. I haven't shown anything yet. I've just jumped on. I've just done a bit of a scan, and I just mentioned about the fact that we're going to start to do some auctions. Daily auctions will be on our website, ending every 24 hours. So the ending times will be around 8 p.m. So I thought that would be, how does that time feel for you guys? I thought at least by then, if you got kids, hopefully the kids are in bed or thereabouts. And also, you know, most people are kind of winding down and chilling out by about then. So yeah, but we can also like end them a little later than that as well. Interested to see the smoky Enhydro? Yes, I was going to just wait till we have a few more people online to do the Enhydros, but I might just start with, what was I going to start with? I was actually going to start with the strawberry quartz first today, and then we'll move over to the Enhydros after that. So I reckon we'll do the strawberry, then I'll go do the Enhydro quartz pendants. They are a little bit more expensive as well, so just so you guys know, there's some smaller beautiful Brandberg amethyst there, which is not as expensive, but the bigger pieces are quite sizable, chunky pieces. So yeah, but they're beautiful. And also, if you missed out on last week, I have actually kept the natural aquamarine crystals handy to have another look at. So we did show these last weekend as well, and they will end up going up to the website probably in the next few weeks, I would say. So that's what we have in our beautiful new raw crystal jewellery. Yeah, I can do open shop whenever. If there's things you guys want to see, like if I've started to show a section, ideally I'll finish showing that section. Then in between, I'm happy to have a look around on the shelves. I'm probably aiming to stay live till about 7 tonight, you guys. So we've got plenty of time, and yeah, happy to just go with the flow today. All right, so let's start with the beautiful strawberry quartz, one of my favorites for the heart chakra. I'm actually going to start with the little pendants today. So we do have, as you can see, there's a couple of different qualities of the strawberry quartz. So these ones on the left are probably a little more high quality pieces. There's a couple of small petite cabs, and the rest are faceted. And then over here we've got some larger pieces. They're not, they're still very nice quality. They're just not as transparent. So they're just a slightly different grade and type. But yeah, either way, I'm going to do some discounting in some of these pieces. Anything of the faceted and cab that you can see here, they are all going to be 15% off today. And then these larger pieces, I might do a bit of an extra discount on some of those. Hi, Sandine. How you going? Oh, Michelle, I just saw your name pop up. Just so you know, they're not Vera Cruz, but I do have some very, very nice quality petite amethyst crystal pendants there that are Brandberg amethyst instead. Yay, I'm glad you love your new things. I'm glad that you could get those so quickly too. Awesome. Yay, we've got quite a few of you on today. Fantastic. Well, let's get started. So 15% off any of these pieces unless I give it a bigger discount, just so you know. All right, let's start. And the discounts will be applied to your invoices as part of the Little Luxe sale, which is on at the moment. It will end Sunday night. So we will retrospectively apply the discount for you, but if you want to shop online and add anything extra with a discount, if you can just check out direct online before you get your invoice, and we'll just combine once you've received your invoice, that's fine. So here we go. Little petite strawberry quartz 947 is 95. That little one there is a 15% off piece, so all of these ones will be. And I'll show a few of these on just so you can get a sense of what they look like. So actually, do you know what? These would look so pretty on a micro bead necklace. I should show one on that. So 946 is 111. Oh, your Big Mama Moonstone. Isn't it just spectacular? Even your hubby was impressed. Well, I'm glad. He can see why it's like, you know, when you find those pieces, it's just, yeah, you can't hold back because they don't come around often, that's for sure. It's taken me a long time to get such a beautiful quality big piece, and obviously it got snapped up straight away, which is why we never have many big pieces in stock, because they just fly out the door. All right, 948 is 178. Might just zoom in a little on these so you can really see what the inclusions are like in these. They're really quite pretty. So real true strawberry color. So strawberry quartz properties, being a heart chakra stone, it is a stone of universal love, uplifting effect on the heart and on our emotional body. Helps to amplify the intentions of love and gratitude and generosity, all of those positive attributes of an open heart, I guess we could say. So code 833 is 178. Hey, Nicole. Yes, all good. So I think I've got your items aside in a basket for you, but if you, they're not reserved though, so I just had them aside. Sorry, guys. I think my internet just decided to drop out for a second. Hopefully we're all good. Okay, so that was row 1. We'll move on to row 2 now. Hi, thanks for sharing, Cheryl. And just a little reminder, we will be doing a customer giveaway. So rather than doing share prizes, I've started doing an end of live sale customer giveaway. So for anyone who's made a purchase during the live, I'll add your name to the little spinny wheel thing, and it'll be a random draw for a little extra gift in your order. Hi, Rain. How you going? So code 951, this is 178. Now, just a reminder for anyone who's just joining, it is 15% off the marked prices unless I give a bigger discount or unless it's a new arrival. So code 951, 178. When I show these on, I'm not going to show every single one unless there's a particular piece you would like me to show, or if you want to compare a couple, because some of them do look kind of similar. Some are darker than others. 952 is 178 as well. And the next one's a little bit more petite. Such a beautiful bright colour. That little one is 949 for 138. This is the largest strawberry quartz that I have. It's very rich in colour. A lot of deep inclusions in that one. Hi Nadine. 950 is 219. And then the last of the faceted is the little teardrop. It's the only teardrop one that I have for 178. Code is 953. So I'm just going to show a few of these on for you, and you can get a sense of the size, because these ones are all more petite, and then I'll show the bigger ones next. All right, so let's see. I might just hang on, let me get the right thing to turn this around. Where is it? There it is. Okay. All right, so I'll start with the smallest one. I did say that these would look really nice on a micro bead necklace, so I might grab one of those. But just so you get a sense of it, this is the most petite size, which is the first little cabochon that I showed. And then, what else will I show? Okay, this is row 1, number 3, which was 178. This is kind of the size of most of the medium size facets. Strawberry quartz looks really pretty against the skin. It's just got a nice glow to it. So that was row 1, number 3, which was 178. The largest strawberry quartz, which was quite a dark one, this is 219. You can see it's a lot darker against the skin. That one's really red. I'm just going to zoom this back out for a sec. So that's that one. You can get the size of that. And then the little teardrop, which is also quite a dark colour. This one's a little smaller. Oops, it's the only teardrop that I have. So that's kind of the biggest one, and then that's more like the rest of them is roughly that size. The palest one is probably... see, I think this is row 1, number 4. This is also another petite one. You can see the ones that are a little bit more transparent. They've got almost like a more pinky peachy colour, whereas the really dense ones are quite a beautiful red. So I'll turn the camera back around. You guys can have another look and just let me know if there was any of these faceted or small cab ones that you would like another look at. Hi Tammy, how you going? So just letting you know, Tammy, we've got 15% off most of the jewellery on the table, unless we're doing a bigger discount for clearance. So we've just shown the 2 rows of little strawberry quartz pendants. I'm just going to grab a quick micro bead necklace. Have a little a pink tourmaline one here. I might just use just because it's handy. This is probably one of the finer micro beads that we have at the moment, so most of them are slightly bigger than this, but I just feel like this would look so pretty with a micro bead. So that's the strawberry quartz on a micro bead necklace. Show that one on as well. So the micro beads are a really nice way to wear some of the more petite pendants, I think, rather than just silver. So that looks really pretty. The facet with the cab looks quite nice as well, or sometimes the facet with a little raw pendant can look really nice too. Anyway, that's that style, just for something different. I will show you guys the bigger pieces now. So we might do a slightly bigger discount on a couple of these. Let's see what we have. Actually, is any of these already discounted? Oh, there is one. So there's one piece that was already part of our clearance sale, which is this one. So these also have quite a beautiful color and obviously a much bigger size. This is KPGJ 1848. It's 113. Previously it was 162. So that's had over $50 off. So that's 1848. These ones are actually fairly new pieces, but I'll do still a little discount on some of these. That's quite pretty. It's got nice transparency. Oh, good on you, Cheryl. That's fine. Yeah, no problems. If you want to, I think, did Bridie post something on our customer community group? I can't remember. I know she sent me some pictures and I didn't get a chance to respond to her properly. But yeah, if you're there, Bridie, you're welcome to share a picture on our group. And Cheryl, you can connect in the person who's interested with Bridie. 4014 is 123. Let's do that one for 100. I'll grab some stickers. So 100 on that one. And this little one is 100. We'll do that one for 80, 4009. Actually, we'll say 75 on that one. We'll do 75. And this one's a little more of a chunky piece. So some more of the properties of strawberry quartz. So other than being a stone of universal love and all the beautiful open heart properties like generosity and gratitude, it's also a really great one to help balance our emotions with our psyche and also our subtle energy body. So it kind of helps to balance all of those different bodies together and harmonize them. 4011 is 145. Let's do that one for 115. And the last of the pendants, this beautiful big mama. How gorgeous and sparkly is this piece? I love it. It has a hammered style setting on it. It's quite a chunky piece too. So that big mama was $255. So there's currently 15% off that one. What would that be? Let me just see what I can do off that one. So 15% off $255 is $216. It'll come down to $216.75. I'll do that down to $200 today for the live. So $200 for that beautiful big piece. Code 4802. All right, so that's all of the pendants for strawberry quartz. I'll just pop this one back for a sec. And I'll show you some of the bigger pieces on for you guys as well. So our collars are also currently on sale at the moment with 15% off. So if you haven't already got a collar in your collection, highly recommend. They're such a staple, and unlike chains, they could never break. So that's something, as long as you keep it polished and it doesn't get really bent out of shape. 4802 for Tammy. Oh, nice claim, Tammy. I'll show this one on for you. It's just such a happy piece. It's got so much beautiful sparkle to it. So quite a nice big size pendant. And one which helps to connect with the heart and radiate love and lots of positive energy. So that's a beautiful claim. Thank you. I'll show you some of the other ones on there in just a sec. 4009, please. Would you like, I'll show that one on for you, Stacey, and then I'll show on one of the other pieces because they're all kind of similar size. Okay. So just to check, was that a claim, Stacey, for 4009, which is this little one here? That's a beautiful little piece, isn't it? Such a pretty colour. And the bigger piece, this is 1848, which has been marked down to 113. So that is the biggest oval. I'll do the two ovals next to each other so you guys can see them to compare. So this one's maybe just a little darker and a little smaller. Both beautiful. Thank you for your claim. And I'll just show you the teardrop one as well. So teardrop in strawberry quartz. That one's got a really pretty colour. It's a bit more transparent than the other two and a little flatter. So let's see if I can zoom in a little. It's got like a nice bit of a shimmer. So that's been marked down to 100. All right, so I'll just leave these pieces here for now. I'll move on to the rings in a sec. So Stacey, that one has been marked down to 75 for you. Okay, thank you for sharing the live, much appreciated. For those of you who are watching, if you can share our live, that's always appreciated so we can get some newbies finding us. That really does help, especially at the moment. I think for a lot of small businesses, things are kind of a little on the quiet side. So finding new customers is always a positive thing if we can. Get that support, that's always very appreciated. So let's continue with the rings for strawberry quartz. Now there's some really stunning pieces. I'm going to probably have to take my own rings off, I just realized. So the smallest size we have is a 7. I'm going to take my big mama amazonite. Isn't she beautiful? Take that one off for now. So this is strawberry quartz, size 7. Very pretty color, really high quality sterling silver, and really nicely set that ring. It's nice and simple. That is 118, so there'll be 15% off these rings. Code is 596. So size 7 is the smallest size that I have in strawberry at the moment. I can probably get size 6, 5 and 6 if anyone needs a smaller size. There's also a larger teardrop which would go really nicely with that teardrop pendant I showed before. So a bit of a bigger size stone. I'll just show them, as you can see, the beautiful match, the little pendant and teardrop there. Jackie, hello. Keeping your head above water. All good. I understand. If you want to just send me a private message, that would be great. And but yeah, just we can work it out privately. Not a problem. I do understand. It has been a bit of a challenging time lately for a lot of us, I think. Yes. Been a lot going on astrologically as well, which I think has caused like lots of positive shifts, but I think I've noticed for some people it's also been like stirring the pot, so to speak, as well. So sending you lots of love, Jackie. Code 765 and 219. Yes, I hope your family's okay. I just got a bit of a intuitive vibe then for a sec. Yeah. Shandy, was there a 9 or 10? Yes. There is a size 9 up the back there. That one will be on sale, Shandy. This is also a size 7 in the larger oval. So size 7. Nice big stone there. And there is a really nice pendant match for that one as well. Really similar tone and same style setting if someone was interested in a set. 15% off both. So 188, code 762. That's a gorgeous ring. And yeah, it's always nice to rock up to a crystal live knowing that you'll get love from community, regardless of if you're here to buy or not. There's always always love to be shared. Okay. So, just taking my other rings off. Moving up to size 8. This is the most petite size ring I have in an 8. This one is code 763 and 111. So strawberry quartz is also really helpful for reducing feelings of anxiety and stress. So any of that emotional tension that's causing us to like feel contracted, I feel like it's an expanding stone. It really helps to open the flow of heart energy. And obviously anxiety and stress like constricts us and makes things kind of close. We become self-protective and we're less likely to feel like we want to be generous or to give to others when we're in survival mode, basically. So if you've been maybe stuck in a bit of that state, like sometimes we do get a bit stuck in certain ways of being, like particularly if you've been through quite a challenging time, it's really normal that we want to conserve our energy for ourselves. But if you're ready to open that space up again, and maybe you've been struggling to do that, this is such a beautiful crystal to help with that, and to really focus on being of service in your community, in your family, in your life, however that shows up. Love this round cut as well. Claiming ring 762 for Tammy. Thanks, Tammy. This is an 8.5, code 764 for 178. So 762 for Tammy. Oh, nice claim, Tammy. I can see which one that is. So 762. What a beautiful stone that is too. Thank you. And where was I? I've done this one. Okay, so the next one is a cabochon. So this would be a beautiful match with that cabochon pendant that's there as well. Size of this is an 8.5. I'll just take my flash off as well to show you guys. Without the flash, I haven't been doing that much with the strawberry quartz, but I will. So that's the size 8.5 cab. And that one is code 760 and 139. So all of these are 15% off. Right, next one is one I'm going to do a bigger discount on. Can I see the 8.5 faceted next to the cab 8.5? Yeah, sure. One moment. Is this an 8? Oh yeah, I'll do this one. So the 8 and the 9, I'll just do them in a sec for you. So the two 8.5s together. Okay. Alright, so Shandy, I'll just put them on my fingers side by side. So I'll show them with and without flash as well. So the faceted one is a little higher in its setting. So that's just without the flash. So they're both 8.5. And then I have a size 8 in this elongated teardrop faceted one. That's really pretty ring actually, isn't it? It's got a double J setting, split band. That one was code 3009 and it was 140. I'm going to do that for 100 today. $100 from 140. And the last one is a size 9, so I'll do a little bit of an extra markdown on this one too. So this one is more of like a flat cut stone, sits really flat against your hand, which is nice. A little bit of a black inclusion, that is part of the stone and it is natural. Let me just take my flash off so you can see that one looks like just in some more natural light. Such a pretty cut, isn't it? So that's a really nice one. That is code 3007. Was 108. I'll do it for $88 on that one. And that was a size 9. That's the only size 9 that I have. I feel like it may even be slightly bigger than a 9. I'll just double check on the ring size. It's the style of the setting. So if you can see, there's like this little bit of extra room in there. I feel like if you're in like 9 to 9.5, see on here, it does sit at 9, but then there's like a little bit of extra room in there. So it could be a little bigger than 9. Like my hands are kind of cool. This is normally my size 9 and that feels quite loose. So I would say it's more of a 9.5. So 88 on that one now. The code again was 3007. If anyone was keen on that piece. So that's all of our strawberry rings that are available. Alrighty, I'll move on to the earrings. So I've got one pair of really pretty faceted studs. Obviously would go so well with that 8.5. And they are code 33. They're a 9mm size. So I'll hold them up to my ear to show you. And they are $84 with 15% off that price. I do have some more earrings to show, so maybe while I've got this turned around, I might actually just quickly show the earrings for size, and then I'll show them in my hand. So they're the studs. They're actually quite a decent size pair of studs. So they'll sort of sit in your lobe. And then the other earrings, so I'll just hold up I've got a couple of smaller pairs and a couple of bigger pairs as well. So the smaller pairs will be 15% off. I've got one faceted pair here, which are faceted oval. So they're a little bigger than the studs. They're probably more like a 10 to 12mm stone. And then the cabs are a similar size. I'll move my hair so you can see the color of the stone with the light through. So they would go really nicely with the little oval cabochon pendant. I'll show those together so that they would make a really pretty set together. I will just let you guys know the prices and codes of these earrings in a minute. I just thought I may as well quickly show them while I've got it turned around. The next couple of pairs are larger again, and these ones I'll do a bit more of a discount on. So these are also faceted. You can see how they catch the light really nicely. They're a little paler, but still very pretty. So that's the smaller pair, and then we've got the larger faceted teardrops, which again, the way that they've been cut, they just catch the light from lots of different angles, which is really pretty. And they have really nice color too. So I'll show these in my hand and you guys can claim them. Okay, so the earrings that I just showed first, so we have the little cabs for $139. They'll be 15% off, and code 261. And then that was with the little pendant that would match as a set. The pendant was $111 and code 946. So it'd be 15% off both of those. Then we also had the gorgeous little faceted ovals, which they will go with pretty much any of the little faceted pendants. The earrings are $159 and code 262. They're really high quality sterling silver, hypoallergenic, if I can say that, in that they're high purity. They are regularly tested, the silver is regularly tested rather, to make sure that it's free of any impurities like cadmium or nickel or lead, which is what people tend to get reactions to, is when there's actually a poor quality silver. So I don't know if you guys ever find, like for me, I get quite sensitive if the silver's not good quality in my ears, and I find sometimes they feel itchy or they feel a bit red or hot. That's a reaction. So I never get that with this particular supply. supplier, they're always really, really nice quality. So they are a little more expensive, but you do get what you pay for in terms of quality silver. Okay, so these beautiful earrings, the larger teardrops, code 1389, they were $115. I'll do them for $80 today. And the smaller pair, they're such a pretty color, they're much more subtle. They are code 1385. They were 95. I'll do them for 70. So 70. Oh, look at the sparkle on that one. Just glittered at me. It's like, hello. Gotta love a bit of sparkle. Such a magpie, aren't I? All right, where did my stickers go? Here they are. Oh gosh, I should have put the prices on them straight away. I said 115. What did I say they were? 85? I think I remember saying 85. If I said something different, let me know. Especially if you're wanting to claim them. I'm putting 85 on them. They were 115. Then the $95 ones, I said 70. Okay. Alrighty, so that was the other two pairs that have been discounted. Okay, so we also have one beautiful strawberry quartz bracelet. These are not something you come across every day, and in fact, I probably won't be able to get another one like this. My supplier would not normally make these up. So I did manage to get it while it was available. Just have to move all my bracelets out the way for a sec. Really, really pretty, high quality. It has a big toggle clasp on it to make it easy to get on and off. Let me just put that on for a sec. I'm going to make it a little bigger than it would normally be, but okay. All right, so that is that one on. So I've got that on its smaller size. If you ever want to make these a little bit tighter, you can actually just loop the other rings through the toggle, and it will actually tighten that up for you and also stop you from having loose links, just as a little tip. So if you do that, that actually tightens it up. So that's perfect for my wrist. So if you've got smallish wrists, you could definitely wear that one. If you've got bigger wrists, you've got plenty of extension. That one is currently 15% off, code 29, normally $5.95. So with the 15% off, that will come down to just over $500. So pretty special piece, that one. That would go so beautifully with a nice faceted ring. And of course, if you wanted to match it with a pendant and some earrings, we've got all of those pieces to make a really magnificent set together. All right, so that is strawberry quartz, everyone. If you wanted another look at any of those pieces, just let me know. I can do a quick last scan over strawberry quartz. Otherwise, you guys can always watch a replay of this on the our YouTube channel. We are actually trying to add these videos to like each collection on our website as well. So if ever you want to go back to check out what things look like on video, you can do that actually just by going to the actual collection. I'll show you, just for those of you who may not have been aware of this. Something we've only kind of been doing fairly recently. So if you go to our website and, I don't know, let's just go to any collection. Let's go to, whoops. Let's go to Jewellery. I don't know if we've got one there. Okay, that one's not in there. I'll try a different one that's a bit less obscure. Let's just do Amethyst. So we'll go to Amethyst, and let me just grab an amethyst piece. Of course, it's not going to go where I want it to go. Isn't that always the way? Where is Seymour collection? Here we go. Let's do it this way. All right. So at the top of any collection, you can see the YouTube video link right here. So we're going through our collections at the moment to update them with these videos. So if ever you want to see, like obviously, you know, as things get shown again, we'll update the videos, so they're not always going to be perfectly up to date. But if you guys find that helpful to be able to use that, I just yeah, I'm not too sure, but we just thought we'd try something different anyway. Do I have an 8mm bracelet available in strawberry? Oh, good question. Let me just see if we have strawberry at the moment. Yeah, actually I do. So we do also have the 2 sizes in strawberry. So the 8mm is only $19. And we also have a 6mm, which is $13. So if anyone wants to add a bracelet to their basket, let me know and I can go and grab some out. Thanks for asking, Stacey. I forgot about those. I always mean to put like bracelets out on the table as well, and then I almost always forget. So thanks for asking. Now behind the strawberry quartz, we have a really special display piece. It's a pink amethyst and bloodstone moon. I have never ever come across these two in combination. So this is a natural crystal combination. It's got some beautiful quartz in there as well. And this piece is quite large. I reckon it's probably a good kilo. It's $512. I'm going to do 25% off that for today only. So BPAM1 with 25% off. I'll tell you what that will come down to. 512 less 25%. That will bring that down to $384. That's a huge discount off that piece. So $384. That is the beautiful moon. I will also just add, unfortunately, even when I bought this piece, the stand already had some of the black paint chipped off it. So with a bit of spray paint, that would definitely be able to come up again, no problems. But just disclosing that is how it is going to be. But it's a beautiful piece, very unusual. The combo of pink amethyst and bloodstone energetically feels very grounding, but also opening for the heart. Bloodstone is a stone of courage, so I feel like, you know, it'd be a good one to put in a space where perhaps you're doing a bit of self-work around self-love or having the courage to be yourself, that sort of thing. I think it's got and the moon, of course, is symbolic of cycles. So yeah, nice one to work with for maybe someone coming into their power and into their truth and into the, you know, core of who they are and wanting to express that. It's a really beautiful piece to work with. So Gaynor, a strawberry quartz bracelet for you. Just give me a sec while I grab them out. Okay, just double checking how many I have in stock. Oh yeah, we've got a few there. So yep, if anyone else wants a can I claim both the cab and faceted? Oh, sorry, I missed that. Yes, of course you can. So cab and facet in strawberry quartz for Shandy. Thank you. And Gaynor, I have a bracelet for you. And Stacey, I popped one in your basket as well. Thanks, everyone. So after strawberry quartz, I'm going to go and show you guys the magnificent Enhydros. We'll do some of that next, along with the pink amethyst crystals, and then we'll move on to some more jewellery after that. Okay. So yeah, so in the strawberry quartz, I do have a few more of the 8mm and 6mm bracelets. If anyone wants to claim one, just let me know. Otherwise, we'll keep moving. Okay, so for anyone who has just joined us today, we have started the live a bit later, so we've only just been on for about an hour. We have only shown the gorgeous strawberry quartz. I've just marked down a few pieces. It's 15% off most of the jewellery on the table. Plus, I'm doing some extra discounts on crystals and some of our older stock, which is going into clearance. So we will be showing amazonite. We've got rhodochrosite, which I'll do some, there's 15% off everything, and then I'll do some extra discounts on some of the older stock. We also have pearl jewellery, magnesium crystal jewelry, just a few pieces, very rare to see that one. Christy Lee, hey lovely. Yes, some amazonite that has not been shown. So yeah, we've only done strawberry quartz. That's all I've done so far. You can rewatch the live from the beginning if you want to see any of that, or if you want I can show it later once I've shown some of the other stuff. But you're just in time for probably the highlight of today, which is the Brandberg and Smoky Enhydro. There's a Tibetan quartz Enhydro there as well. Pretty rare and magnificent pieces that we have here. We've also got the pink amethyst crystals on the table, and as I mentioned, I will be doing some extra discounts on crystals today as well. Now, I'm happy to do open shop. If there's anything you guys want to see that you've had your eye on, just pop it down in the comments below, and I'll grab those pieces to show at some point in between sections. Okay. Yep, some pretty special pieces. And also last week we showed aquamarine natural crystal jewellery. So I also have that just in the aquamarine on the shelf in aquamarine as well. So if anyone wasn't here last week and you'd like to see any of these really special crystals that have been set into jewellery, let me know, because yeah, we'll be popping those up to the website pretty soon. And also we can have a little look on the shelves, just if you guys do want to see anything else, just let me know. But I reckon we should just get straight into these beauties. What do you think? All right, just give me 1 sec while I grab something. Now, we do also have some other Enhydro crystals which I did not put on the table because I didn't have room. I do have a sphere, an Enhydro sphere, and I also have some more Tibetan Enhydro crystals. So if anyone wants to see those, I can also grab those out for you. Can we see the magnesium after the Enhydro pendants? Yes, of course. All right, so I'm going to start with this beautiful big one down the bottom. This is a smoky Enhydro, and it's also a scepter. So a scepter formation is where it's kind of a bit larger at the top and then it goes a bit narrower. So this is such a gorgeous clear crystal. I don't actually know if the pictures, there we go. It has been very lightly polished, I think, just on this surface at the front, and they've probably done that to reveal this crystal's inner beauty. I'm going to take my flash off for a sec, actually. There we go. You can see this so much better. So where you can see something's been circled, this is where there is a water bubble inside the crystal, which is, you can see it popping around here. These are very clear Enhydros too, by the way. So I'm just going to move the crystal around so you can see this little water bubble moving around. There's quite a big pocket in there. This is a super easy one to see. So Enhydros are quite rare. It's quite rare to see the... oh, no worries, Jody. I'll have a look when I get a chance. Yeah, so the Enhydros are quite rare. And having water trapped inside a crystal, water is connected with our emotions. And it's also said to be quite helpful for healing or connecting even deeper in our emotional bodies. So being a smoky Enhydro, smoky quartz has very clearing properties, very grounding, helps us to be standing strong in our power, connected to the earth. So when you've got a smoky Enhydro, these are really, really great for clearing emotional energy in particular. So, and doing a bit of work around that. Scepters also have their own unique energy. I've actually got something here I wanted to share with you guys about scepters. Let me just grab it because I found it just before. Do you guys know the Book of Stones? It's quite a well-known book of crystal information, and I was like, I pull it out every so often and, you know, flick to it for some reason or another, and yeah, I did come across something about scepters. Here it is. So scepter quartz combine storm element energy of quartz with the directional power of fire. So it's a bit like an arrow formation. It's got that slight shape to it. and it helps to stimulate us to feel more energized and excited about taking action and moving in new directions. Now with that little Enhydro, obviously it's moving in a whole lot of different directions. So I feel like this particular pendant might be also really helpful for someone who's wanting to take decisive action on their pathway forward. And maybe their emotional body is kind of the thing that they're needing a bit of like either they're tuning into for their inner guidance, but it's definitely helpful to help us walk the talk and to help align our action with our ideals, and it can help us to regain power and take charge of making change in your life. So that is some of the metaphysical energies of this particular piece. So this one here is $294. And that is code 1092. I honestly think this is a very, very good price for this piece. The Brandbergs are more expensive. This is quite a big one. I'll show the size of this piece on. I do have, I'm just going to pop it on the collar for now, but it's probably better worn a little lower. So these are, yeah, quite large pieces. So that's the size of this piece. I would personally probably want to wear it a little lower. I'll see if I can pop it on a different chain actually. One sec. Let's try a belcher. Given that it is a bigger piece, I'd probably say, oh, Kiralee, that one's going to you. How am I not surprised? Thank you, Kiralee. I'll show it to you on a belcher chain. Two of your favorite things, hey? Smoky and Enhydro. I did think of you when I saw this piece. Actually, I thought you would like it. You and probably many others, but I know how much you love your Smokies and Enhydros. So to wear this one on a longer chain, that's remove this as well. I wore white on purpose this time so that we could see the crystals against some white clothing. So there you go. That's the size of that one, Kiralee. It's a beautiful big piece. Nice claim, thank you. All right, I do have one other smoky quartz piece here, which is a Tibetan smoky. Let me just pop that one aside for Kiralee first. So Kiralee, I'll pop this one on its own invoice, okay? Okay, next one. Now this is a Tibetan smoky quartz, and it's a double terminated crystal. It's actually like a double terminated scepter, which is just insane, like so unusual. So you can see where there's the circles. There's a couple of circles on this one where there have been Enhydros found. So we might need to have a little bit of a closer look at these. To see the, oh yeah, that one's quite clear. You can see that little bubble right there, just where my fingernail is. If you watch that, that will move. There we go, it's popping around. So that's that one. And then in here, I just saw there's another little one right where my fingernail is. It's a bit deeper, so I'll just see if I can move it a different direction to get it to move. Yeah, you can see that little guy moving in here. If you've got good eyes, you'll see it moving around. So there's that little pocket there. And then over this side, there's another section. I might zoom on this one a bit more. Looks like there's a few little inclusions in this too. Yep. I've got to get the right angle to share this one. I can sort of see it, but it kind of, let me just have a look with my own eyes for a sec and then I'll be able to show you better. I feel like this one might be in a bit deeper. That one's a little harder to see. That one's definitely a little trickier to see. However, you do get the idea. I'll just show the crystal itself so you can see it's also got this little baby crystal attached to the side. And as I said, it's a double terminated crystal as well. So Tibetan quartz is known to have quite a high vibration, being found usually up around the Himalayas. And yeah, it's got a, these particular pieces have a very grounding energy. The double termination on this, to me, it's just like this aligning energy between heaven and earth, and energy flows between the two directions. So wearing this as a pendant is going to help with that free flow of energy. Particularly if you're wearing it like the front of the body, we've got a meridian line which runs, actually I'll turn this back around. So there's the central vessel meridian, which is our main yin channel, which runs from here and it goes straight down the body and actually ends at the perineum. So I won't point that part out if you know where that is, in between your legs. So it goes straight down, and then there's the second channel, which is your yang channel, which starts here. It goes all the way up and down your spine. So we have this loop of energy that runs from our front to our back. And when we do breathing, like if you're someone who's quite in tune, you can actually kind of breathe like a circular breathing of your chi through those two main channels. But I feel like this particular piece is like very helping to clear and align particularly your yin channel and that connection into yang. I don't know why, but that's just what I got really strongly with this one, is just that beautiful connection between those two channels. And maybe like wearing it, depending on where you're wearing it, it may sit over particular meridian points. If you're interested in that stuff, let me know. If you buy this piece, I'll give you more information on that. But yeah, this is a really quite a stunning large smoky piece as well. We've got some smaller Tibetan quartz, but this is definitely quite a substantial piece. It's probably the biggest of these Enhydro pieces now. So that beautiful smoky Enhydro. Oh, look at this. It reminds me of like a little staircase going up the side. God, I could stare at this all day. I'd have so much fun playing with these pieces. This is 1093 and it's $343. So $343 for Tibetan smoky Enhydro. Right, next up we have the Brandbergs, which are all of these beautiful amethyst and smoky quartz crystals. These all come from Africa. Brandberg amethyst is well known to be generally quite expensive, but also it's got this amazing energy as well. So I'm going to actually start with the petite pendants first this time. Now I've got my flash off, but I will turn it on. There we go. So Mish, I don't know if Michelle's still there. We have previously had Veracruz amethyst, which is different to these. It's from Mexico. This is obviously a different location. But these little crystals, I haven't done the crystals behind yet. I'll do them after Imelda, or the pink amethyst. I'm going to do some sales on those. All right, so this gorgeous little one is, I'm wondering, did it have a little phantom in it? I thought I saw a little hint of a smoky phantom in that one. I'll turn my flash off in a minute, but you can see the gorgeous clarity and perfection of that little piece. Let's turn the flash back off and I'll see. Can you guys see a phantom in that one, or was that just something that my eyes just projected? I'm not too sure. Oh, very lightly. Yeah, you can actually. Just inside. Anyway, little amethyst there. Brandberg amethyst 1094 is $95. That is a very sweet little petite amethyst. Has just the tiniest bit of smoky along the tip there. So smoky amethyst together, it's connecting the crown chakra to the base chakra, heaven and earth. So our spiritual wisdom, grounding it into the physical. And for anyone who does spiritual work, like grounding that beautiful high vibration into the earth is super important for integration and, you know, bringing that, you know, information that you're receiving intuitively into a form that's accessible and can be utilized in your everyday life. So that is beautiful little crystal number 2. The large pendants are beautiful. This is another little amethyst, 1098, also 95. So the two littlies are 95 each. Leave those up top. Now the next couple, I'll do this one next. Now this one is not an Enhydro, it is just a Brandberg smoky amethyst, beautiful crystal. I'll do flash on and then flash off. So pretty magical piece, this one. I've always had such a strong love and connection for smoky and amethyst together. Those beautiful lines through this one. Mish 1094, yay, I'm glad you got one of those. This one's such a magical piece. I'm going to have to turn it the other way. This is the way that you'll see it. But yeah, you can see all of its beautiful, interesting lines throughout. I'll show you this on in a minute as well. That one has been polished, as you can see. It's still its natural shape, but has been polished. 1099 is $250 for the Brandberg Smoky Amethyst. Beautiful little rainbow on top there. So that's without the flash. So you can wear that one either way. All right, I am going to show yours on Mish. 1094, hang on. I've got a 1094 down here. So just checking which one out of these two. This was 98 and this one was, so 97, sorry, I got it. 97, done. Thank you. Okay, I'll show that little one on for you. Just a sec. May I see 1098, second small one on? Yep, I'll show them both on. So I'll show yours on, Michelle, for you. And, whoops. So this was the one that you've claimed, Michelle. I'll just take that tag out the way. So super sweet little size. It's nice when you find the little ones, to be honest. It's not often I only come across the bigger pieces. So Geode, this is the second one on for size. I'll zoom that in a bit for you. Really pretty little piece. They've got such a pretty lavender color. That one's really nice as well. Whoops, actually, sorry. I'm going to show one more piece before I flick that around. So this is the double terminated Brandberg. So that one is a bit chunkier, but it's actually still sits relatively flat. And it's just a very interesting piece. So that's that piece. It's got a bit of a mysterious look to it. I'm going to show it the other way as well. You can wear it either way. Oh, they absolutely suit chains. Yes, I'm just showing them on this because it's easier for me to get them on and off. I'm trying to get like less reflection. There we go. In fact, I'd probably recommend wearing this on a longer chain, to be honest. I'll just do that one quickly on a chain. Okay, so this one's on the Belcher chain. I'll zoom this out. So that's on a 24-inch chain. I think the longer chains definitely look good with the bigger chunky crystals. You might even want to wear it longer than that. You get the idea on the white. So that was the Smoky Amethyst. We can show... So out of what's on the table, I have a couple that are just amethyst. We'll do the amethyst ones next. So for anyone who's just joining, I've just done the Tibet. I've still got that one, the Tibetan Quartz, and then there's the Brandberg. I've just shown those. I'll show the bigger Brandberg. This is amazing, this piece. I nearly kept it, I'll be honest. It's just got this magical quality about it. There's actually, I don't know if it's another crystal or just a cavity that's inside there, but Enhydros often have a lot of different like little cavities and things where the water has formed. So sometimes they've dried out, which is why you don't always get the water bubbles. But you can see there's two little circles there. So let's see if we can find these little guys. Oh, these ones are quite clear. I won't even point to them. You can possibly see, hopefully, this one at least. Oh, here's me saying they're quite clear, and now I've just lost them. It's the joys of Enhydro. Hang on. It sounds weird, but I'm just going to shake the crystal for a sec. Kind of resets what there it is. This bubble kind of pops in, I think, a bit, so it might be hard to see when it disappears. 1098 is yours if you would like it, Jody. No one else has claimed it, so that's all yours if you want it. This one looks a little harder to see on the camera. It's a little deeper in. Let me just spot it with my eyes first, and then I'll see how I can show it to you. Oh, that one's going to be quite tricky to show. Sometimes when they're in quite deep and you can't actually, oh, how am I going to show that? It's about getting the right angles to show the water on sometimes. But when they're in quite deep, sometimes it's a little tricky to show. I'll try one more time. It's where my fingernail is. I think that's that little bubble in there. But it kind of goes in and then pops out again. But anyway, you get the idea of this crystal though itself. We'll just have a look at the bigger picture of this piece. But that is the beautiful smoky Enhydro Brandberg quartz. So that piece there is 525 and 1095. So 525 on the big Brandberg. And Jody, I've got that one for you then. Thank you. They're a good price point, those little ones. They're, yeah, not easy to come across nice little Brandberg crystals in jewellery. I will try and get hold of some more Veracruz amethyst points from my supplier when I get a chance. But I think, as I've mentioned to you guys, I'm unfortunately unable to get new stock in at the moment, just for a little bit. So I'll be, yeah, looking at getting some more new stuff in after this. Like, this is the last of our new arrivals, basically. I think I've got a few more things to show next week. And then we'll just be focusing on doing some more sales. Woohoo! All right, so here is, this one's quite clear. All right, so let's zoom right in on this one. You can see it's actually quite a big bubble. I'll move it around different angles. You can see it sort of popping inside. You can actually see it from a couple of, you can see it over this side too. It's quite a big pocket in that one. That's a very clear Enhydro. So pretty pale, smoky amethyst. Got some little phantoms in there. And that's an entirely natural crystal, so there's been no polishing done to the surface of that one. Oh, did I just see? No, I thought I saw a record keeper on the surface, but I might be wrong. Hang on. No, I did not. All right, so that is the Brandberg as well. That one is code 1094 and 458. So yeah, like I said, normally Brandberg amethyst is very expensive, especially the really clear crystals, and then Enhydro is always more expensive again. So we have the last one, which is just amethyst. I don't really see any smoke in this. It's got such a magnificent crystal. Again, you can see it's been circled there. We'll have a look at the Enhydro in that one in a sec. That's such a perfect crystal point though on that one. Lovely rainbow. I might turn the flash on for a sec. Let's see. This one might come, oh, look at that. Sometimes they come alive with a bit of flash, don't they? See some rainbows and all kinds of sparkle in there. Okay, let's have a look at this Enhydro. Oh yeah, that one's pretty easy to see. You can see the little bubble will move near my fingertip. You just popped out the I don't know how easy it is to... Can you guys see the Enhydros on your screen or not? I think there's another one here too, actually. Can't get it to... Maybe not. And anyway, so that's Enhydro for that one. That is 1096 and 458 as well. So they are our statement size Brandberg Enhydros, and then we've got the Tibetan quartz as well. I'll just show these ones on, and then we can move on to the magnesium jewellery. One sec while we... Okay, I'll do all of these on a chain. So first one I'll show was, this one's kind of just got the single Enhydro, it's quite clear. That was $4.58 and code 1094. And for size, they're all quite big crystals, these ones. This one's kind of a nice medium size. But you get the idea of pretty colour too. Wear them higher up if you want to. That one's not too big, you can wear it higher up or lower down. That one's really pretty. And the next one was the biggest one. So this is the big chunky smoky Enhydro. Whoops. This one was $5.25 and code 1095. And this one's quite big. So that's quite a big mama. Nice big statement size piece. These pieces really are like quite beautiful in person. I'm just going to turn it around the other way. I feel like the other way is the way it wants to go. Got myself all tangled. There we go. That sits better this way actually. Sometimes you will find that like when, I don't know if you can see it, but like when it sits against the skin, the other way it wasn't kind of showing off its internal structure as nicely as this way. That is a very magical piece. So that's that one. And then the last one, which was just the plain amethyst. Sorry about the zoom. We'll just quickly pop this on. Okay, so this was the last one, which was just the pale, really pretty coloured Brandberg amethyst. So you can see that one's got a really, really nice lavender colour. And size-wise, it's not huge, it's just like a nice medium kind of size. So that was all of those beautiful pieces. Okay, so we will do some magnesium next, and then I'll come back and do the pink amethyst crystals. So that is all of what we have. These will all go up on the website. If anyone wants another look, you can just call that row 1, row 2. If you wanted to see any of them again in the hand, just ask. Alrighty, so next we will do the magnesium, which is also very rare, not as expensive, which is nice. Before I'll just have a quick drink actually. Okay, so magnesium it's an interesting one actually, isn't it? One sec. So magnesium we know is a really important mineral for the body on a number of levels. But it is, like, I don't know about you guys, but I take magnesium very regularly just to help with muscle relaxation, nervous system relaxation. It's probably one of the most important minerals for our body. It's got like over 200 different functions in the body, so it's super important. Wearing it in its crystal form is said to also provide a more relaxing effect on the body. And it's also, if you look at its structure, it's very feather-like. It's extremely lightweight as well. So it also has other properties spiritually which are connected to our inner guidance and connecting with angels or our inner guides, and being able to, I suppose, tune inward to listen and receive information. So it is really interesting just aesthetically, I think, as a crystal to wear. They're longer pieces, but they're not very expensive, which is good. So that one is 1091 for $218. So these are all capped in sterling silver. Now, I would be really gentle with these crystals. I don't think, actually I'll check what the hardness of magnesium, it's only 3.5 to 4.5, there we go. So 3.5 to 4.5, so you definitely want to be gentle with these. Fluorite is about the same hardness, just to give you a sense. They're not super, super soft, but they are still relatively soft. So they are said to also, so not just helping with calming, but also helping with balance and harmony. Kiralee 1091 for you. Thank you. So I have 2 more pendants and 1 pair of earrings as well. So I actually feel like this and these would be a good match. So is there anyone who's specifically interested in a set? Can I see the interesting 250 one again? Yes, I will grab that one for you to have a look at in a sec. So this is the next one, which again, you can see, it kind of almost reminds me of like a peacock tail for some reason. So super interesting. I'll show them on and how they sit as well. So this one is 178, code 1088. And the next one is also 188. A beautiful silvery, 188 and 1090. And then the earrings, I'll hold those up. I'll put them on and hold the earrings up together. Very, very rare to see these in earrings. So 342 is 188. So I'll show these pieces on, and then I'll, Nia, you wanted to see the smoky Brandberg as well. Let me just take my flash off. They do look like little broomsticks. That's the smoky amethyst without the flash. So this one does not have an Enhydro. It's just the smoky amethyst. It looks pretty stunning on. Claiming 1090 for Karen. Okay. I'll just show it on the collar. I think these would be good on a collar because they are lightweight and they're long. They look really pretty on actually. Just a sec. So Karen, this is the one that you've just claimed. So quite interesting. Look like a bit of a silver tassel, don't they? So that's that one. I'll hold one of the earrings up as well. So this one does curve a little. Obviously they're going to be slightly different to each other just because they, that is how they are. So if you're someone who requires absolute perfection symmetry, these are probably not for you, but that is the nature of these crystals. They're not going to be perfectly symmetrical. Little broomsticks, there you go. So that would be the set together. You'd like to take the smoky amethyst, thank you. I think that's the tag for those. So that's what Karen has just claimed, and I'll show you the last one, and I'll show you yours as well, Kiralee. And that one's for Nia. Thank you, ladies. So Nia, that's for you. Karen. And just a little reminder that everyone who has made a purchase, I'll be popping you all into a extra customer draw to gift you something at the end of the live. Alrighty, so just put these away, one sec. Alright, that's for you guys. I will show the last one on. So this is 1088, the final piece of magnesium. If anyone's been thinking about it, now's your chance. So that's what the last one looks like. And then Kiralee, I'll show you yours as well. So we've got the earrings and the pendant still available there. Kiralee, hang on, where'd I put yours? Yours was a bit chunkier, Kiralee. Isn't that pretty? You can sort of see more of like a feathery shape with that one. I think that one would actually work with the, I don't know if you'd want a set of earrings as well, but they would wear them together. All right, so that is Kiralee's, and if anyone else wanted the last one, this is what we have left. Alrighty, so that is what I have in those new arrivals. I did also just want to say on the sneak previews, I did have a few other raw things like damburite and pyrite. I've decided to show those things next week just because I already had so much on the table. I was like, you know what, we'll save a few for next week because they're like literally our last new arrivals anyway. But if anyone wanted to have a look at the aqua that we showed last week, I might just put this on this side. Just let me know number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, or 6. So there's a few pieces still there. They're not online yet, so I thought I'll give you guys one more chance to have a look if anyone is super keen. I think this big piece is really stunning. It's just so clear and such a nice chunk of aqua to be able to wear. But then equally, these little petite ones are also really gorgeous on as well. They're very bright and perfectly clear little crystals. That one is $2.18. Alrighty, so they will be online. We did show all of our beautiful aqua last week. We also did some beautiful tourmaline last week as well. So if you missed the live, you can always check the replays on YouTube. We're time stamping everything. I didn't do any of the green or watermelon or other color tourmaline. So if anyone wants to see those, it's 15% off all the tourmaline at the moment. Yes, except for the new arrivals. I'm not too sure. I think the big pieces are still new arrivals. And a few of the other pieces there as well. But was there anything you guys wanted to see on the shelves while I'm kind of up? Because we do have lots of really beautiful pieces. Lots of blue topaz, lots of rings, some imperial topaz, mystic topaz. Got our gorgeous Larimer. And what else? The iolite and sunstone iolite. I'm not sure if they're still new arrivals or not, but we can have a look. Got lots of new turquoise. We just actually put some new turquoise up last night as well. That was one of our new arrivals. Anyway, otherwise, Imelda, if you're still there, I will do the pink amethyst next. I know you were keen for that. And then after that, I might go on with the pearl. And then we've also got the rhodochrosite and amazonite. So if anyone had a particular preference for what to see next, just let me know. And Jody, you did send me a message. You said I'll have a quick look at that as well, to see what it was you were interested in, and I'll grab that on the shelf before I keep going. Oh, the little pink tourmaline. Yes, it is. Yes, it is still available. So this is the gorgeous little pink tourmaline. We'll have to double check and see if that one's a new arrival or not. If it comes up on sale on the website, then it will be 15% off. It's a really pretty little piece with rainbows. And it's got like a golden pink color to it. So that little one I'll show you on. So that's the little petite tourmaline. There you go. You could definitely wear that one on a little micro bead necklace as well. It's got a really nice bright color to it. Really nice quality piece. So that was that one. If you want to have a think on that one, that's fine. All right, pink amethyst we'll do next. I haven't shown pink amethyst in a while. We've got some really beautiful pieces here. One sec, pink amethyst. Just going to quickly bring something up on my website, one moment. I just want to see. Yeah, I was going to say, like, I think some of these pieces... Oh, no, they are there. So I had a feeling that there was a couple that weren't online for some reason. But no, they're there. That's good. So you should be able to find all of the pink amethyst on our website. Now, I would like to do a little discount off some of these pieces today. We have got some I'll take the tourmaline if it has the discount, please. We'll have to have a look on the website. Just a second, I'll have a look for you. I'll just add it to my cart on the website and I'll see if it applies. So let's see. I think that one is still a new arrival, Jody, because it hasn't come up with the 15% off. You could potentially use a voucher on it though. Oh no, you can't. If it's still new arrival, then no, unfortunately. So sorry. Because things that are within the 3 months are still considered. Oh, that doesn't have a new arrival tag on it though. Let me double check that for you. I'll put it aside and I'll get back to you. All right. I'll put it, yeah, I'll put it aside and double check because I thought it might have been one of the new arrivals, but if it doesn't have a tag on there, it should be technically part of the sale. So I'll have a look. Could I have a look at the micro bead necklaces? There are so many varieties. In fact, what I would recommend, Nicole, is if you actually jump on our website, go to view range, jewellery, beaded and gemstone jewellery. You will find all of our micro beads on here because like we have them. Actually, you might want to do it like sort by A to Z. I've probably got about like 60 different varieties of crystals. So yeah, if you know that there's something in particular. Oh, has this got bracelets as well? No, that's just necklaces. But yeah, there's a lot there. So if there's a particular crystal that you're after, just let me know. Because yeah, we've got lots and lots of them. And there's different sizes for some as well. Like 2.5 to 3 mil is probably the standard size. But we do have smaller and larger. So yeah, you can have a little look online and if it says that there's options, there might be like different sizes. So lab, I'm pretty sure we've got like the 2 mil and a 2.5 mil, for example. But if you know which ones you want to look at, I'm more than happy to grab them out for you to actually have a look at what it looks like in person or on video. No problem at all. All right, let's do some pink amethyst. So we've only got a couple of these gorgeous natural pink amethyst crystals from Argentina. This one is, these are going to get so hard for us to get, like anything from the US is obviously going to be very expensive to get shipped now because of all of the lovely taxes and tariffs and things. So $100 PA 97. I'll do that one for 80 today. I'll do some physical markdowns. I'll grab the stickers. Where do they go? Here they are. One sec. Okay, so 80 on that one. And I've got one more beautiful, these are the only two natural pink amethyst geodes that I have left. At one point we had so many of these, but yeah, I've got these, there's just these two gorgeous ones left. 118 PA 151. I'll do that one for $80 as well. So $80 on either of these gorgeous pieces. So pink amethyst properties, it's a great stone to work with for self-love, self-nurturing. I think particularly these geodes, like you look at the shape of a geode, you've got all the crystals pointing inward. So for me, like it's very much about directing energy back towards your heart and yourself. So a lot of self-love, self-care, really great to help shift any sort of negative thinking towards yourself, to redirect it into more positive self-talk as well. So that one in particular, I love the geodes for that sort of energy. But yeah, both of those are the Argentinian pink amethyst. We also have more pink amethyst, which is polished. These are, this little one is so gorgeous. I can't believe we've still got this one in stock. So quite beautiful and bright colors in this piece. That little one there is 48. I think most of the pink amethyst we can do 20% off today. So just say 20%, unless I give it a bigger discount. So $48, that'll come down to about 40. So PAF2 for that little cute piece. It's just got such a bright, rich color. This next one is a combination of amethyst and pink flower agate together with pink amethyst. So it's got a few different things going on in there. Beautiful quality polyhedron. Lots of nice rich colors, little star shapes. PAF02 for Christy Lee. Thank you. Hey Julie, so much deliciousness on the table. Very timely, odd vibe today. Yeah, there's been a few kind of weird up and down vibes, I think, lately. We have just had a couple of big shifts. Did Pluto just move into Aries, or is that still coming? I know there's a couple of big planetary shifts this month, as there always is, but I just feel like lately in particular, like since the eclipses, there's been some pretty significant shifts of energy and of things going on in our lives. Very significant new beginnings lately since the eclipse. What about you guys? Have you noticed some big things shifting in your life, or healing, or changing? Be curious about that. I personally have. I've had some very positive shifts, actually. Good ones. I think all of the work is paying off, which is nice. The inner work, that is. But yeah, been meeting some claiming second geode. Thanks. Hey Kelly, that one for you. So $80 on that one. But yeah, it has been a bit of an odd time. Like even just in the business, the last few weeks has been unusually quiet. But I think with holidays and Easter and everything else, like I just kind of took it as a bit of downtime, which was actually kind of what I needed. And like totally back on board at the moment, and you know, back into the swing of things. But yeah, I think with school holidays and all the upcoming election stuff and all the stuff going on in the world with Trump and blah, 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 blah. It's just so much. Like, I think people get a bit disoriented by all of the bigness of things sometimes. Whereas I personally don't really watch a lot of news. I really only tune in when I choose to. I keep my eye on things. Like, I understand what's going on in the world, but I just choose not to focus on that most of the time, because it doesn't actually serve me in my life or for my kids if I'm really down by all that sort of stuff. And the best thing I think each of us can do is just to continue focusing on our own path and being, you know, a good positive energy in the world as much as possible. And so when we are around, you know, difficult situations and things, like the more you kind of generally in a good state, you can cope with those things so much better. Really does make a change in yourself when you're, you know, trying to make those shifts within yourself to be able to be resilient and cope with the changes as they come up. So this is 480 grams, code 4132. Love this piece. Do you know what? I feel like this would be such a nice little piece. It might be like a little throne or something. Like you could place something in there in order to like, you know, do a little bit of clearing, or like having just like a nice little place to sit another crystal in. So this is pink amethyst. Lots of beautiful sparkly druzy on the back. This little one is, yeah, 132, 20% off. Meant to be big positive shifts, especially the Taurus Venus shifts have been incredible. Yeah, I've had some really positive relationship things going on, which has been nice. I attribute that to Venus energy. Thank you, Venus. But not feeling it yet. But yeah, there is still big changes coming. I think there's like all through May, I was going to say June, all through May, there's a few, especially towards the end of May, I think there's some pretty significant bigger shifts coming up as well. Why am I pretending like I'm about to put this in someone's basket? Maybe that was hopeful thinking. 132, 20% off. Next is this one. This has got beautiful color, actually. I love the gold and the pink in there together. A fairy chair. Oh my God, I love that. So cute. This here is very, very pretty. Don't watch the television much. It is very toxic because it's only one perspective. You never get the whole picture. And, you know, it is designed to incite fear. It's not really great. Like and there's, I think it's really important to, you know, find your own sources of information. Like, you know, there's a lot out there which is, you know, literally just a snippet of what we get to see. So it's all very guided, isn't it, as to what we actually get fed in the media. So it's good to be mindful of that. So 407 is 132. I think that's why I just don't bother. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to choose what I put in my mind. I choose what I want to watch on Netflix, or, you know, choose how I want to entertain myself. And it's usually things that are non-violent. It's usually upbeat sort of stuff that I can enjoy and my nervous system can actually relax. For me, that's what I personally need. Like, I've got enough stressful things going on in my day. I don't need to add that in when I'm consuming media. I just give me something fun. Like, that's what I want. Anyway, I think it's definitely important to choose what we consume. There's so much, like, you know, on socials and everything. You can get lost down those rabbit holes. Next one is this beautiful piece with the amethyst. This is one of my faves. I love, love, love. Yeah, I reckon it's been about the same for me, Gaynor. I'm like, whatever. I just, you know, I see the headlines. I get a sense of what's going on, and sometimes I just don't want to put my energy in it. Rather not. All right, this one is, my fave. I love it. It's such an interesting looking piece. It's semi-polished. But just the colors, like the purple and the pinks. So purple and pink amethyst together obviously opens things up on more of a spiritual level, very protective psychically. It's integration of your intuitive self and your heart. I love that. So this piece is 120, so 20% off, PAF1. COVID was a perfect example, literally sick. Yeah, and that's what I mean. It's just, you're just like, really, do we really need to, like, be, you know, no, we did not need to be fed as much as we were. Good lesson. This is a really pretty one as well. Again, very fairy energy I get with these, just the really light energy of this piece. Nice big chunky crystals in the amethyst as well. And this one is 300 grams, 120. So shifting focus to the pink amethyst, you know, back into that, how important it is to refocus on self-love is like, you know, I think it's like your greatest weapon against everything else in the world is to be as strong and loving and just a positive source of energy. It really is so strengthening on so many different levels when you can try really hard to work through your wounds and work through the things that are triggering, work through the things that you find destabilizing, so that you can re-find a strong center. And I feel like, you know, working on anything to do with the heart does require some courage. It's not always easy to have to face those things in ourselves that we're rejecting or abandoning, but bringing it back to that self-love and forgiving ourselves and doing that shadow work. You know what I discovered? Who's ever used ChatGPT to do shadow work? Highly recommend. Who would have thought? I actually had one of the best friggin' therapy sessions of my life in 3 minutes. ChatGPT. Putting a few prompts in. Oh my God. Like, actually changed my life last week. Cannot believe it. People get all funny about AI. You use it in the right way. It is a friggin' amazing tool. All right, 313 grams, $96, PAF3. Does not replace therapy, I should add, but if you're someone who's already done a bit of self-work, you're a fairly self-aware person, and you know, want to challenge yourself a little to ask some of the questions of things that maybe, you know, aren't the easiest to see sometimes. Amazing, just saying. It was Mozzie's I heard last with some Japanese disease or something. I turned it off. Yeah, who knows? Did you miss the pendants? Which ones, Shandy? The magnesium? I've still got one magnesium, one left. Sold on the one with 2 eyes. So sorry, Gaynor, I missed that one. The 2 eyes. Which one had the 2 eyes? The 121. This one, was it this one? That one's PAF6, 120. Or was it a different one? Hang on. That's also 120. Oh, yeah, there's Enhydro still left. Yep. That's PAF1. Yeah, 6:30 News is the horror show. Yep. Don't need to buy into it. All right, so those two are both 120 Gaynor. And that was 96. Yep, so it's 20% off any of the pink amethyst, you guys. Just, yeah, unless... Oh, this one doesn't have a... I'm going to have to find the code on the website. Just a sec. Chat GPT. Okay, so how you can start with it is say, hey, Chat GPT, I'd like to do some shadow work. What do you need to know? Or like, and it literally will come back to you and be like, okay, well, give me some context. Like, what's your goal with this? Give me some context around the issue. How deep would you like to go? Would you like to keep it like light or medium, or do you want to do some seriously deep transformational work? That one, Gaynor, great choice. You just have to give it a sense of like what you're like, what you want, the situation, like as much information as you're comfortable giving it. It will then do some reflection of that information and will ask you questions to then, you know, prompt you deeper. It's friggin' amazing. Like I was literally in tears in about 10 minutes and had the best clearing because I reconciled something with my teenage self that I hadn't unpacked in the last 20 years of therapy, like when I had actually gone to therapists. And it was like the missing piece of the puzzle for me. I was like, holy crap. And did a really beautiful integration with my teenage self that really needed some love. And so I've still been doing work with that. We wrote a letter to each other. ChatGPT helped with a letter. It was amazing. Like, highly recommend. Like, you honestly, I think people can get so hung up on the negatives with some of this stuff and like how scary it is that AI is doing this or that. But you know what? It can be so amazing for, yeah, working on self-work. Give it a go. Highly recommend. It's free. Create yourself as a doll with accessories. Yeah, look, there's fun stuff you can do, but like you can actually utilize it for some really, really helpful things. Just, yeah, make sure if you do that sort of work though, that if you do see a psychologist, even take it to your psych and say, this is what I uncovered. Like, can we unpack this further in our session or whatever? It's amazing. But anyway, just thought I'd share that with you because that was a huge revelation to me last week. I'd never even thought of doing that until someone who I'm close with had also said that they'd been doing that. I'm like, wow, okay, let's give that a go. It was like, you know, I spent a whole evening just hanging out, like asking questions, and it was great. Anyway, enough about that. Pink amethyst sphere. I'm so distracted trying to figure out what I'm trying to find. Pink amethyst sphere. Because I'm missing a tag on this one. Let's see. Oh, here we go. All right, so we have this one here. The Voldemort. Shall I have to we'll turn it a different way. It's got other angles. Never heard of ChatGPT. It's free AI software, Curly. If you literally just type in like ChatGPT into Google and you just create an account like with your name, and yeah, like it's amazing what you can do with it. Anyway, where are we up to? This one. Okay, sidetrack again. Just to show you guys, this is the same piece. It is PAMS4 for $98. So that's the piece we're looking at. Yeah. So has anyone else used GPT for that, or is it just me? I'm curious. Like I've been telling everyone about it because I was so excited. But then, yeah, I also know some people like who like therapists and stuff who utilize it in sessions as well to help bring different pieces of information together for their client. Like, yeah, there's lots of amazing applications for it. It doesn't take the place of the therapist, but I think it can also just sometimes, I guess because it's pulling from so many different sources of information, that sometimes it will come out with something that maybe you hadn't thought of, or maybe that person hadn't thought of. So definitely, like on a medical perspective, there's so many positive applications. But yeah, it doesn't take away from our humanness. But I was listening to a really amazing woman, Nicole Gibson, who she's only like 30, I think. She was actually one of the youngest mental health commissioners in Australia, and she's developed a technology using AI, and it's it focuses on what's the word, like emotional information. So she's basically creating like an app to help us become more emotionally intelligent. How friggin' cool is that? So she's like really into the whole AI space and the positive applications of it. I hope we can see more of that. That's what we need more of. Anyway, we've got this. Sorry, sidetrack. What did you ask? I asked about doing some shadow work. That I wanted to do some shadow work on there was a particular information that had, or something that had happened for me, and like I was feeling anxious about something and it was something that had been triggered from my past, and I was like, okay, this is my situation, this is what I'm feeling this fear, and then it helps me to unpack like where it came from. And so you have to give it some information, but you can get it like to ask, like you can ask it, what prompts do I need to give you, or what information do you need from me, and then you can just go from there, like having a conversation with a bestie. It's really interesting. Anyway, another pink amethyst sphere. This one has a really deep cave. Lots of sparkles on the inside. Love it. So this one, it's a little treasure trove inside. Not as pretty on one half of it on the outside, but you know, you display it with all of its prettiness showing. That one's 130, 20% off, PAMS2. If you're under a mushroom, I used to be under something so much bigger, like a cabbage. Oh, you're so cute, Cheryl. I love that. Very cute. Now, next one's interesting. This has pyrite in it. Now, I must say, I don't believe, that is a natural inclusion. I'm wondering if maybe it's a resin. They've put bits of pyrite in there with resin or something, because I don't know. I don't think it's a natural formation with the pyrite, but it looks really cool. Love the combo of energy. But yeah, just because there's like crystals floating in clear stuff, I'm like, that's probably resin. Anyway, it's pretty. It's also got the golden section on this side as well, and really pretty, I don't know if you can really see it, like little orbicular patterns all the way through, and really pretty colors. So that is pink amethyst with pyrite. That was $224. I'm actually going to mark this one down a little more. Let's do 30% off that one. PFAS3 will be 30% off. What does that come down to? Let's check it out. 30%, because I'm feeling generous. 30% off that one is $156.80. Let's just call it $156. I'll put that on as a new price for that one. $156. Cool. I mean, obviously you may not want to share like what you actually find, but I'm just curious to hear how you find working with it. It's, I think, really fascinating, and what a great tool at our fingertips. It's free. Especially because, you know, like if you go to see a psychologist or whatever, you have to wait for your therapy session. Sometimes things come up and you're like, I want to deal with this now in real time while the emotion is present, not like in a week's time. So in the moment, it's a great time to utilize it. Maybe in between times for seeing, like if you're seeing a therapist. Can I claim the other one, please, with the cave? This one. So the sphere, because I know you love spheres, I'm guessing that's the one. It was $130 with 20% off. Let me just give you the price on that, Imelda. It was $130 less 20%. That comes down to, I'll just say 100 for that one if you like. Say 100 instead of 134. I'll put 100 on it for you. 100 on that one. Thank you, Imelda. On the gold stand. Yep. Oh, did you want a gold stand as well? Those ones are normally 15 for the bigger ones. I'll do one for 10 for you if you want that one. It does look really pretty on the gold. Just let me know if you want that for 10. I'll extend that to whoever wants one of these. So we've got small ones that are silver, which are normally 10. The big ones are normally 15. So they'll do the big ones for the price of the small if you need a sphere stand. Now we've also got one pink amethyst generator obelisk, obelisk left. Beautiful patternings on this one. See all of the stalactite patterns. So this one is 178. Let me see what I can do this one for. 178. Let's do this for 135. 135. So 135 from 178 for the pink amethyst obelisk. Okay, so I've just got a couple of pieces left. I'm just going to bring these back onto the screen. What we still have. Okay, so I still have, quite a big, this one's big. This is our biggest freeform. So this one's got a little bit of pretty crystal druzy happening on this face. And then the rest of it's pretty solid, but has some really gorgeous colors, really nice blush colors all the way through. For some reason, I'm seeing like an animal jumping. I'm not sure. It's got a tail, so I don't know what it is, but I can see like a head and legs and a tail. And then we have that side. So different on both sides. So this is over a kilo. It was $349. I'll do a pretty good discount on that one today. Let's see what I can do. Let's do that one. Was $349 less. Do you know what? I'll take a bit over 100 off it. I'll make it $244. Was $349, so $244. It's just a bit over 30% off. That is quite a big discount. So $244 from $349 for the really big freeform. Now, this next piece is, I just think it's such a gorgeous, gorgeous display piece. It's so sparkly. Oh my goodness, look at this. When I move it, you'll see all the sparkle through all of this section. But not just that, the quartz is like this pretty pink amethyst, like pale purple, but it sort of throws pink as well. So lovely. It looks like a ram with horns. Yeah, it's sort of, I could see some sort of animal figure in there. Thank you for sharing. So just a reminder, we're not doing share prizes, but I'm doing a customer giveaway. So anyone who's placed an order will automatically go into the draw, and at the end I will spin the wheel and gift somebody something as a thank you for making a purchase. I love this one crystal here. It's like so bright. So this is a really lovely, quite a chunky slab, polished slab. $320 is the original price. I can do 20% off that one. So 20% off that, $320 brings that one down to $256. So $256 for the display piece. I think that's very pretty, that piece. Behind there is a ginormous selenite log. If anyone wants me to show that, I can. I am going to have to go and refill my water bottle because it has run out, but we have just finished all of the pink amethyst now. If anyone wants me to show any pieces again, I'll quickly number them. So this will be row 1, number 1, 2, 3. This is row 2, number 1, 2, 3, 4. Row 3, number 1, 2, 3, and row number 4 is the pink amethyst. And then we still have the Brandberg Enhydro pieces here, Shandy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These 3 are Brandbergs. That one is Tibetan Smoky. So these ones are between $450 and $525. That one's $343. So I'm just going to quickly refill my bottle, and I will be back in just a couple of minutes. When I come back, let me know what you would prefer. We have pearl, we have Rhodochrosite, and we have Amazonite still to show. There's plenty to go today, guys. I may or may not get through everything. I'm going to finish, we're halfway, so I'll still be on till about 7. But yeah, I will see how we go. If you guys want to see anything else from like an open shop, just let me know too. I'll be back in a sec. Oh, okay, guys. Sorry about that. Back. Just going to grab my my charger. Apparently I forgot to plug it in. Hang on. Okay. Love to see Amazonite. Yep, we can do Amazonite next if you like. Why don't we do that? And is there any more purple amethyst? There's this piece. There was this one, Amalda, which is... I'll do a bit more of a markdown on this one, actually. It was 20% off, but I'll do a bit more. Let's see what I can do on that one. Hang on. So 140. I'll do that one for 100. So 40 off. That one's got the purple amethyst and the pink flower amethyst markings. It's actually a really pretty piece. So that one's 100. I'll put the price on it. And then the other one, there's like a pale purple amethyst. That's the only one with the stronger purple. And then this one has the pretty pale lilac with pink amethyst. And that polished freeform is 120 and 20% off. Okay, so we'll head over to the Amazonite next. So for those of you who are still watching, I know we're only down to 10 people now, so it's kind of dinner time as well. I wasn't sure about doing a live at this time, but I was like, if I did it any earlier, I didn't feel like it was going to kind of be worth it, because I know a lot of people would have to go vote and all that sort of stuff. So what do you guys think about this as a time for future, like starting it a bit later and ending a little later? Because I'm also thinking about whether I change to a Friday night, because my kids are now both doing a Friday night with their dad. So I could do a Friday night, or I can do Saturday afternoon. Just curious what a preference would be for those of you that are here. Actually, let's try a poll. Let's see if I can do a live poll. So live preferred day. So option 1 is Friday, 7 p.m. And option 2 is Saturday, say 2 p.m. All right, so just for the next minute, feel free to let me know what you would prefer by the poll. All right, I think people dropped off as the screen looked like it was dropping in and out. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. We've got more people jumping on now anyway. All right, let's do Amazonite. I haven't shown Amazonite in ages. I'm really excited because it's one of my personal favorites to wear. I wear it very often. The thing I love most about Amazonite is its connection between the heart and the throat chakra. So it's very much about having balance and emotional balance within yourself and the heart. It's very strengthening. It's a stone of courage. And it really helps women in particular to assert your boundaries on an emotional level. So if you're someone who, like in my life, unfortunately, I'm regularly having to assert my boundaries with baby daddy, and also with your kids. Like, you know, often boundaries are a main big part of parenting. But if you're wanting to stay centered in your heart and having the courage to speak your truth and assert your boundaries, I feel like Amazonite is just such a good one for that. So this is one of my faves. I was wearing this at the beginning of the live. It's got that lovely balance of the sheen and color. There are different types of Amazonite from Russia, from China, from even Australia. We get Amazonite here too. So it's found in lots of different places, but it can look a little different. Like sometimes you get the more kind of consistent blue Amazonite, and sometimes you get the more green. So all 15% off, unless the only thing that might not be 15% off are the little crystal point jewellery, because they're new. And I might do some bigger discounts, or I will be doing some bigger discounts off some pieces. So 3753, 180. I'll let you know what 15% off is, just to give you an idea of the discounts on some of these. If you want to know what the discount is, just ask. I won't do it on every piece, but that one will come down to 153 from 180. Susan, hi. We're good. I've had a good day. I've been very busy. Just, you know, child-free days for me are always such, like, they're gold. So I end up I had to clean out my fish tank, so my fish got some attention. They were very happy. Spent some time with Bunny and Pussycat and cleaning, you know, all that sort of stuff, voting, and then setting up the table. So I've just been, yeah, busy. And then tonight I get to go hang out with one of my beautiful friends and have some dinner, just chill. So I'm looking forward to that too. So 3759 is 170. 353 to see on, sure. With pleasure. This is a really nice shape, Christy Lee. Particularly, well, you'll see with what I'm wearing. It's a really good shape. Oops. Okay. So if you have like a V-neck top, I think this is a really, really nice shape to be able to show that sort of a neckline off. And really nice with the hammered setting too, to wear with a collar. So that's probably one of my faves, just because it's unique in its shape. But yeah, so that one is now 153. The one that I just showed, so this is another big piece, the big square. Like, such a beautiful color, and also just the little striations through it. They give kind of like a bit of a shimmer through the piece as well. So now you guys know roughly the size of those pieces. Hopefully that gives you a bit of context for the rest of what's there. So the bottom row are all mainly, like these three are all bigger, or four are bigger pieces. Claiming that one, great claim. I think you really enjoy that piece. It's got such a pretty sheen on it too. Thank you, Christy Lee. Okay, so the piece above, this is one of the smaller pieces. Really pretty color as well. That one is 100, so 15% off everything at minimum. So 3761. Done that one. So next one. So yeah, also Amazonite is, for me, it connects me with like warrior goddess energy. It's got a really strong protective energy. Colina, hello. I heard the word discount. So it's 15% off. We actually have a sale on our website at the moment. We have up to 50% off our autumn clearance sale. So that some pieces will be a higher discount, but at least 15% off everything except for new arrivals. So 3760, 110. So Colina, let me just quickly bring you up to date since you've just arrived. So I've already shown strawberry quartz. Most of these pieces are 15%. Some pieces, like for example, this one is part of our clearance collection. That has about $50 off. What else can I tell you? So we're just doing Amazonite. We haven't done Rhodochrosite or Pearl. We had some stunning new arrivals of Brandberg Smoky Quartz. We also have some Magnesium crystal new arrivals. I was doing at least 20% off the pink amethyst crystals as well, so I've done all that section. But yeah, if there's anything in particular, even just around the space, if you've had your piece on anything, just let me know. And we've got at least 15% off most things. On our website, if you want to have a bit of a squiz at what the bigger discounts are. So this is our 15% off sale. We also have, where's the autumn clearance sale? So we've got over 350 products in there, which are, you can see the discounts on them. So there's between like 15 and 50% off depending on the piece. So you can find yourself some great bargains. We've been doing regular discounting each week, and those pieces have just been permanently marked down. So there's always a good deal to be had in that section. Yeah, so keep your eyes open. We are doing weekly discounts and adding to that collection every week. All right, so this is our biggest oval pendant. Really nice sheen on that one. 3737 is the code for 160. Yeah, there's a few with 50%. There's a few with mainly 30 to 40%. And yeah, like we'll definitely got some good sales coming up between now and end of financial to help move some things off the shelf because it's crazy, right? You pay tax on things like as you buy them, and then you pay tax on them for them to sit there. So, you know, I don't need to pay the tax man anymore. I pay him enough. So anyway, I'd rather it be sitting on your shelf rather than mine so you can actually be enjoying it and wearing it. 3754 is 160. I think that's a really beautiful piece as well. Really nice color. And then we have this little freeform. I love this shape and style. So this little one is 130, code 3756. And okay, I might show them all and then I'll see if there's a few pieces I might pick to do some bigger discounts out of everything that's there. So 3740 is 75. So these are all 15% off. I've got this one as well. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Nice sheen on that one. That is 160, 3752. So just to give you an idea of what the discount is on those. So the 15% off ends tomorrow night, plus we're going to be doing auctions. So for those of you who didn't hear me at the beginning, another thing to keep your eye on the website is under our special offers, go to the bottom and you'll see auctions. So from tomorrow night, there's nothing in there right now, but you might just want to familiarize yourself with the process. Every day we'll have a 24-hour auction going. They will be ending between 8 and 9 p.m. There'll be maybe 5 or 6 products up a day, and they'll be starting at 50% off. So you can grab some amazing pieces, and they're like, I've got like even a piece, there's some Super 7, there's some really cool pieces in amongst them. So keep your eyes on the auctions every day, guys. We'll pop a little post up every day of what's going up on auctions so that you can keep your eyes on socials as well. But we've got some really great things in store between now and end of financial. So this little one is 88. That is 2810. So I got distracted. I think I was going to say what the discount was on the 160 one just to give you an idea. So 160 will come down to 136. All right, so let me pick a couple of pieces. I reckon I might do a little extra on this one. So let's just, I'll see what price I can do on that one. That was 100. Let's do a couple of extra. So I'll do that for 75. So that is 25% off, 75 on that one. And let me choose one more, do an extra one to put. So these ones will go into the clearance collection. With that bigger discount. So 75. And let's also do, I feel like doing one of the bigger ones. I reckon I might do actually this one. So that was 160. Let's do a bit extra off that one. I'll go away, hang on. 160. Let's do that one for 115. So 160 down to 115 on that one. Okay, so they're the 2 clearance items that we'll add. So that's all the pendants. We will go on to some rings next. So we've got, starting with size 7, we've got 3 beautiful size 7s. That one's got such a nice sheen. So size 7, that one is 130. I'm going to do that one for $100. So 100 on the size 7. We also have 2 more size 7s. So there's also this one, also beautiful sheen. Claiming 115 for Sue is masonite. Do you mean amazonite? Good for mental health? Do you know what? Absolutely, because it's all about connecting with having strong boundaries and being able to stand your ground. And especially having good emotional boundaries. When you can assert your boundaries, that certainly is a good thing for how you feel about yourself. It improves self-esteem, because when we're acting in our own best interests and doing things that are aligned with what is right for us as opposed to others, that's going to help like keep our energy within our own field rather than giving it away or giving our power away to others. So I definitely think anything that helps us with strengthening boundaries is always going to help us on all levels, because it's giving us our power as opposed to giving it away. All right, Sue, thank you so much. I'll pop that in a basket for you. Alrighty, so this the rectangle ring was 2896 for 125. Let me just check something. Okay, so that one's 15% off. Next one is another size 7, so I've got 3 size 7s there. I'm just going to put them all on the same screen. Whoops. So another size 7 in Amazonite. This one's also got the really pretty silvery sheen. Nice solid band on that one. That one is 140, code 2885. Just one sec. I feel like I'm going to mark that one down a bit extra as well. Let's see. What was it? 140. So 15% off would have been 119. Let's do that one for 110. I'll do 30 off that one. So 110 for size 7. So the code for that one again, in case you're interested, was 2885, now 110, size 7. So we've got 3 size 7s going up to size 8 now. Nice simple design. I think all of these have lots of really nice flash on them. That one is 2569 for 100, so 15% off that one. So that's going to bring it down to 85. And next one, this one's already been marked down. So this is also a size 8, 2103, been marked down to 115. So this is already in the clearance collection, and that was 165. So there's $50 off that beautiful ring. It's got the split band and double J style setting. Okay, then going up to size 9, I've only got one size 9. It has a slightly thicker band, still fits comfortably. Also has the pretty sheen on there. So 2893 is 165. So that one is now. So that'll bring it down to 140. I think I might do that one. I feel like doing that for 130. I'll take a bit extra off. 130 from 165. What have you missed? Let me quickly bring you up to speed, Susan. So gonna do size 10 and then size 11 in the ring. So we've just done Amazonite from pendants. We're still working our way backwards. We've already shown strawberry quartz, a couple of extra discounted bigger pendants there. The rest is all 15% off. Couple more discounted bigger rings and earrings at the back there too. I haven't shown them right now, but I've got some soaps and teas on the table for anyone who's looking for last minute gift ideas for Mother's Day. We've also got Rhodochrosite, which I haven't done yet. There'll be some good discounts in that section too. Pearl I also haven't done just yet. We have new arrivals in Magnesium. Now these are very rare. I've only got the one pendant and one set of earrings still there. Yep, they're all on sale with at least 15% off, Colina. Everything, all the jewelry's on sale. In fact, I think except for the new arrivals, they're the only things that are not on sale. We also have these stunning Enhydro smoky amethyst and smoky Tibetan quartz pendants as well. This is what's still available. We did have a few others which have sold. Pink amethyst is 20% off at least. So So yeah, that's what we've got. Did I show the generators? Not yet. So the little amazonite crystals are still to be shown as well. So that's what we have. If there is anything in particular in strawberry quartz, Colina, so what size are you again? If you let me know, I can tell you. That's size 8. That'll be 15% off. Then the bigger ones, I seem to remember you don't like split band, so that's probably not for you. The other big one was marked down to 88, was a size 9. But yeah, I've got the higher quality ones are 15% off. Yeah, at checkout. So sorry about that. So yeah, if you just add it to cart, you should see that there's the Luxe sale 15% off discount added. Just the clearance sale stuff shows you the discount. But if you want to use loyalty points, you can also get an extra discount on any of the clearance stuff. So that's why, yeah, at the moment we're kind of offering things like that are permanently marked down. You can actually get even more of a discount if you add a voucher. So woohoo! 8 to 8.5. So this is what I have in an 8, was this little piece here. Beautiful quality little strawberry quartz ring. It's a bit more of a petite size, and that one is 111, and then you can take 15% off that. Code is 763, but that's really pretty color. I'll take my flash off for you as well so you can see it in more natural light. Very pretty. And then we had the little pendants there as well, which if you wanted to make up a set, you could. Yeah, have a look at the sale online. And yeah, if you want to add a discount voucher, you can also add a loyalty voucher as well. But you can't do a voucher and the sale items. That won't work. So only use the voucher on clearance items or new arrivals. Okay, we'll keep going with the amazonite, and we were up to size 10 in the rings. Okay, so size 10, I've got a couple of pieces in 10, and then there's a few 11s there as well. So amazonite size 10, 2889 is 125, so 15% off that one will bring it around 100. And the other one, which is the square, that's got a beautiful sheen on it too. That one is 160 and 2571. So I'll do that one for 120 today. So that one's a little bit more than the 15%, size 10. Then size 11, oh, this one's a really pretty color. This is actually similar to the same sort of stone as my ring. It's got this beautiful silvery, almost reminds me of like moonlight on the water or something. It's very pretty. So size 11, beautiful square ring in 11. Of the pendant rose, second pendant, how much is that one? Do you mean this one here, Gaynor? Or in the strawberry quartz? So 180, let's bring that one down to, what can I do on that one? That's the old one. I'll bring that one down to 135. Sorry, could I put back the pink amethyst piece, please? Oh, sorry, I missed that. Thanks for letting me know. Pink amethyst piece. Which one was that? Oh, the little one. Yep, no problem. So just for anyone who might have been looking at it, this one's back on the table. So it's 48, and then there's 20% off that little one. Little baby pink amethyst. Okay, so just so this one, last chance again, size 11, now 135, 2898. And next one, this one's got very pretty sheen, and that one sits really nice and flat on your hand. That is 464, size 11 and 218, so it's 15% off that one. Another size 11, nice big statement ring, this one. Also has the pretty sheen on it. Love me a good size statement ring in amazonite. This is my one. It's about the same size. I love it. Okay, so size 11, that one was 2567 for 175. I'm going to give that a bit more of a discount. 175. Let's do that one for, do that for 130. 130 instead of 175. And last size 11, so 4 size 11s, we've got quite a few there. Oh, that's got a pretty flash on it, doesn't it? That one's got a thicker band as well. That is 230 and 2890. 230, let's see. So with the 15% off, that one comes down to 195 from 230. I'll do it for 185. Okay, so that is all of those rings. Now, I do also have these super cute little crystal point rings. Now, these ones are not on sale at the moment. We have only just got these in. We have this design in citrine, amethyst, clear quartz, blue topaz, and smoky quartz. And I can get them in different sizes. There's such a petite and like interesting design, something a little different. Little double terminated faceted points. That one is 95. And I've also got a size 6 in the same stone. So size 6 or size 9. Is it a 6 or 7? 6.5. I wonder if I can fit it on the other finger. I can. Oh, just. Okay. So size 6.5 and size 9, both 95. So code on those is triple R05. If you want to have a look online. And then we do have one pair of super cute double terminated earrings which would match. So the little studs. They are $82 and code 38. So, Gaynor, I think I missed which pendant you wanted to have a look at, so I apologise. I'll go and grab that one now for you. So you wanted to have a look at the second one, which was this one, right? That's got the really pretty flash on it. That also has a hammered setting, and that was 3760, 110 with 15% off. Let me just see if I can do better for you. 110. I'll do it for 88. So $88 on that one. So 88 on that one. Now, I also have this pearl bracelet. So this one is actually a... let me remember, it's from the South Sea Pearls. So faceted amazonite beads and South Sea Pearl. It's got a bit of size to it. So if you wanted to, this could be made smaller. We could re-thread it and make 2 single earrings out of this for you to match as a set. Sold for Gaynor. Thank you, Gaynor. Beautiful choice. Okay, so that's what we have left in amazonite pendants. So this bracelet was $165. I'll do that one for $135. And that's quite a pretty, really pretty color, that one. Also, we have an amazonite necklace. So this one has faceted amazonite I was going to say cabs. Faceted amazonite gemstones. It's on quite a long necklace. I'll put it on to show you the length. And this one I'm going to mark down a bit as well. So this one was originally $210. Let me see what I can do on that one. I'll mark it down to 160 from 210, so that's like $50 off. So let me turn this around. Okay, so this is the necklace. How pretty is that? Oh my gosh, that color. Tell you what, if no one else wants that, I'll take it. It's really pretty. Hang on, let me twist it just a sec. Oops, there we go. So that is the length of the necklace. How pretty is that? Love that. So it's now 160 from 210. Love that piece. All right, so that's the more kind of blue amazonite. I didn't actually show many of the other pendants on, but if anyone else wanted to see any of the other pendants, just let me know. We do have the earrings next. I'm just going to quickly hold the little studs up that I showed before. I forgot to show these up to my ear. My son Damien says that I'm such a beautiful and kind-spirited person. Oh, thank you, Damien. All right, we'll put these little earrings up to my ear. So obviously they can swing around to be sideways, or you can wear them straight up and down that way as well. Try and get them in the light for you. So that's roughly the size of the little points. Now in some of these we also do have like the little crystal point pendants, so you can match. I've also got dangly earrings, just not in the amazonite. I've only got the studs left at the moment, but if anyone else wants to see more of those, let me know. We do have a lot more earrings. There's some more studs here as well. One other pair of studs. These are quite big size ones. So they're about a 10 mil, maybe 9 or 10 mil size stud in the sterling silver. So that is the other studs that we have. Code 20 for $82. I think they're 15%, but I'll have to double check. Now earrings, we've got quite a few pairs of beautiful fixed hook earrings in the amazonite. We'll do a few extra discounts in the earrings, I think. So this pair, I'll do an extra discount on this pair. These ones actually have like a little bit of a hammered setting. They're the slightly more blue. Actually, they would look gorgeous with that pendant. They've kind of got the same look to them. So they were originally 88. I'm going to do them for 66. Code 1238. I'll hold them up to my ear in a minute for size. Then we've got the richer coloured green amazonite. They would actually look really gorgeous with that pendant there as well. We've got a couple of nice matches with the earrings. So for anyone who's already claimed a pendant, if you want to match earrings, let me know. 1321 for 88. I'll do those for 66 as well. Okay, so just to show the size of these ones, so these are now 66 a pair. So they're the more green ones, and these are the more blue ones. I'll just hold the pendant up so you can see how pretty they would look as a set together. So the pendant there is 75 and then 15% off, and the earrings are now 66. So that's a pretty good price for a set. All right, the next size earrings are quite big. So this is probably our biggest pair. I'll just hold this up for size so you can see. Nice big dangly freeform. They're not actually super heavy, which is good because they've got quite lightweight hooks on them. So we'll turn that back around. I keep getting this waft of the soaps. They're so yummy. Like the smell of them, just the oils. Like, what is it that I can smell? I keep forgetting that they were next to me. 1241 is 125. So these will be down to, let's say 100 on those ones. And the next ones are probably not quite as big, but we've got some of the beautiful silvery blue amazonite for $100. So these are all 15% off unless I say a big discount. So 1239, and then we've got the more green amazonite, possibly could do a set with those ones. So 1320 for 88. They will now be 66. And then the last couple of pairs, I have a pair of these and I literally wear them like so often. I just love the color of them, and they're like a double cabochon. So they're, yeah, really pretty. These ones are 100. They'll be at least 80. They're 85 with a discount, so 1317. And they are 110, so they're just a little bit bigger. 1318. So I've got the two pairs there. I'm just going to turn the camera around and I'll show these ones as well. I think the ones I have are actually slightly smaller than these, but they look really pretty on. Just an elegant sort of a drop. So they were 110 and 15% off this particular style. Also, how good does a Amazonite look with my colour top? I just love the blues and the greens together. The other ones were the ovals, so they were the big green ovals. And then we had the more blue Amazonite ovals as well. Okay. So I'll just do the crystals next, and then we've done all of the Amazonite. Okay, so we've got one Amazonite flame. That's got some of the peachy colour feldspar through it as well. So this one was originally $70, AMF 1. I'm going to do this one for, what should I do on that one? Let me just double check actually, hang on. I'm going to do that one for $49. So AMF 1 is now $49 for the flame. It's a beautiful piece of Amazonite. Alright, so $49 is the markdown price for the flame. I also have 3 generators in Amazonite still available, and they're all quite beautiful colour Amazonite. Got nice consistency, and they've all got the nice sheen on them too. So these were, they're all different prices. So this was originally $55. Let's do that one for $39. So this is 30% off I'm doing on these. So 30% off the little generators, now $39 for G2. Just putting the new prices on them as we go. So $39, the next one here, oops, sorry, hair stuck to me, there we go. That one is, it's got pretty sheen as well, 56 was the original price, so we'll say 40 on that one. So 40, that was code G6. So sorry, can't see that, G6 is 40. G2 is 39. Could he have one of those points? Yeah, just let me know which one. Let me just I'll lay them down. So that was 39, that was 40. And then there's a smaller one here which was 44. That one's got some nice sheen on it as well. Sort of shifts with the light, that one, doesn't it? That's a cool one. So it was 44. Let me just take the 30% off and I'll give you the price on that one. So 44 less 30%. That was code G3. It's now 31. So 44 down to 31. All right. So let me know which one. G6 for Imelda. Yep. Can you please check the size on the Charlene Blend teardrop ring? 9 is too big but is closer to an 8. I'll check for you. Could I pick one for him? I'm feeling this one, to be honest. There's something about that one. It's got an interesting colour shift to it. So that's for Damien. And Imelda, I've got yours as well. Thank you. So then there's just the one left, which was $39 G2. And you'd like the flame for Stacey as well? Nice choice on that one. It's really beautiful colour. I love the peach through it too. Okay, and I'll just go get that ring, Colina. Just give me a sec. 1648. Okay, so I am normally a size 9. So it's, I would say it's kind of, it is like closer to, like I'm a 9, but my hands are cooler at the moment. So that's fitting quite comfortably, to be honest. So I reckon you'd find that a good fit. It's a pretty cool looking ring, that one. So that one has been marked down to 147. So if you'd like that, just let me know. If you want to check out direct off the website, you can. I can put it aside for you though if you want me to. All right, so that is all the Amazonite, you guys. So lots of good markdowns. Any of the things that we've marked down that were more than 15% off, I will add to the website on Monday. So if you want to claim them at those prices, best to do it now during the live. But if you wanted to keep shopping the sale online, the 15% off one, if you guys want to do that, just buy what you want on the website or off the website. And then when we do the invoicing on Monday for your live invoices, we'll just adjust any shipping costs or whatever then. We usually print invoices off first thing. So we'll see if you've placed an order, and we'll always combine postage. So we're going to do, what would you guys like next out of Rhodochrosite or Pearl? So we've done the rest of the table. There's still a bit to go though. So I'm thinking maybe Rhodochrosite next, but I don't mind. I'll give a bit of a scan so you can see what's there. So Rhodochrosite, we've got lots of really interesting pieces actually. So we'll do a few markdowns in that. There's one egg there. I love that pair of earrings. There's like tourmaline, moonstone and Rhodochrosite in the earrings. Some more interesting earrings too. They're kind of not your usual, just plain banded. All good, no problems, Colina. We've got the new Magnesium jewellery. So there's a pair of earrings and a pendant still available. Brandberg Enhydro Jewellery. The Pearl, I'm probably going to do a bit of an extra discount on, I reckon, tonight. So what do you want to do next? And then Strawberry. I've also got teas and soaps if anyone wants to see those, as well as anything else in the space, just ask. I just need to go and grab a very quick snack because I'm running out of energy. I'll be honest, I'm not used to being on this late. So if you'd like to see the dark pearl bracelet, I'll grab, I've got more than that one as well. Maybe we'll do the pearl next. So just be one sec. All right, we'll do the pearls next. I've just remembered I've actually got some more pearl necklaces that I forgot to grab out, so I'll grab them while I have a snack. Oh, that's good. I looked in the basket and I just found some extra pearl things that went on the table. Okay, and I've also found the pearl bracelets. All right, now we're in business. Okay, pearls. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to do a few extra discounts in the pearl section, particularly on the rings. So I'll start with the bracelet first that Jody asked to see. So this one here, Jody, I've got one more. So I've got 2 of these darker pearl bracelets. They are $55. I've just got the 2 there, so I might do a little discount on those ones. Let me just see what they were. 55. 1 sec. I just got to bring them up in my phone. One sec. Pearl bracelet. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, so I was just trying to find where they were. Just trying to get the right one. And price. Okay. All right, so these were $55. I'm going to do 30% off them today. Just off these two. Actually, I'll do the white ones as well. We'll do 30% off both. So 55 less 30%. So that brings them down to $38.50. Let's just say 38. So they're now 38. So I've just got the two from 55, now 38. And the little white pearl ones were 45. 30% off those brings them down to $31.50. So $31.50 on the little white ones. I've got a few of those available too. These are really cute. So they've got the little silver bead in there too. And there's a little bit of weight to them. So they're 45 originally, down to 32. And I've got a few of them there. Claim bracelets smaller if possible. Let me just see if one's... they're about the same, Jody. Let me just... if you... oh, I'm just wondering, is it going to be too big, or is that it's not too bad. They're not like massive, but yeah, if you do find that they're really big, I'm just wondering if we might actually just rethread that for you anyway, because I feel like the elastic's not great. How about I offer you a free rethread and we'll maybe take 1 or 2 of those pearls out for you and make it just a little bit smaller. Let me know if you'd like us to do that. Just because I can see that particular one needs a rethread anyway. I don't want to sell something that's, you know. So what do we say? 30% off pearl bracelets. Done. And I'll put a little note if we can rethread that for you. Rethread with... I reckon if I make it to fit me comfortably, I reckon it'll fit you comfortably. So I'll say 2 less pearls. If you want us to make them into earrings, let me know. There is a slight extra charge for that, but that's up to you. But we'll do the rethread free of charge for you though. All right, so did anyone else want one of the black ones as well? We've just got the one left. It was was 55 down to 38. And then we had the little white pearl bracelets, which are now 31. They were 45. They make quite a cute little gift. Now, the thing that I didn't have on the table was the pearl necklaces. So these are $88 each. I have got a couple, I've got actually a few available. One sec. I'll bring them all out. They're slightly different, like each one is a slightly different looking strand. There's a couple that are chunkier and a couple that are kind of smaller. I'm just going to open them all up. Okay, so you can see there's one that's got bigger pearls. There's like 2 medium ones, and then there's one kind of more fine. They're all the same price. Let me just lay them on the table. Actually, that might be a bit easier. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just take a couple out for you, and then at least you know it'll fit. So we don't like usually offer to rethread, you know, all the bracelets, because we don't unfortunately have time to do that. But occasionally You know, if it's going to be needing a rethread anyway, then sure, why not? So as you can see, there's slightly different sizes. We'll call that number 1, 2, 3, or 4. So they were $88 each. Let me just see what I can bring them down to today. I'll do them for 70, so that's about 20% off. So we'll do 20% off the pearl necklaces. I'll show you the length of them. I'll put one on to show. I'll do the biggest one. So this is number 4, which they sit like nice and relatively high. So that's sort of the chunkier one. Number 1, which is the finer or smaller pearls. So that's number 1. So these are now $70. They were $88. So necklace number 1. Necklace number 2. That's sort of the medium size. And I do have one more pearl necklace, which is a much higher quality necklace, which combines gemstones and pearls together. That's number 3, and I've shown number 4. So the other one that I have, this is the pearls in this are much higher quality. We've also got some amethyst, pink tourmaline, faceted lemon quartz, and a cubic zirconia. I can't think what it's called. The middle bit. That one actually opens so that you can actually put on. So the clasp opens inward, so you can undo that, and you can actually then wear it this way. I go back to front. No, that's right. So you can actually wear it with that in the middle. Where's the middle bit? Right. So it sits like that, and then you can actually clip a pendant on here as well. So if you wanted to, I don't know what I've just got a pearl here, just as an example. You could clip your pearl down the bottom there as well. So you can choose, oh, here's a special piece. Here's one I've just prepared earlier. That have the beautiful big blue topaz hanging off that. You could have a pretty special piece in the middle. We've got some, you could probably find something a bit smaller, but yeah, it's designed to have an extra pendant clip, or you can just wear it as it is. It's a very beautiful piece. What have you just bumped there? Can I please put back the strawberry quartz? Yes, no problems. So just to zoom in on this one, you can see it a bit better. Really pretty and very well made. So this one is 430 something, I think, 435. But that's all like a much higher quality pearl, and you can see all the beads are really high quality beads as well. So that's that one. I'll turn that around in a sec and show you. But in the meantime, this was the other 4 that are only $70 each. Okay, so I'll show you the other piece in my hands just so you can see this one as well. So that's the pearls. There's a lot of weight in these too, like I mentioned. See the beautiful amethyst and pink tourmaline, lemon quartz, more tourmaline, and then this is, oops. Just done it the wrong way, one sec. I just got it stuck the wrong bit. There we go. So then that hooks in that way, and then you can clip a pendant in on that little clasp in the middle. So you could wear that obviously with just pearls at the front or the gemstones at the front. It's pretty versatile. Pretty special piece. That one's $435, code GJ1. Isn't it beautiful? It's a really special piece, and like I just love that it would really like dress up anything. Like, yeah, you could add something really extra special on there. Like that would just look $1 million. So you could have something pretty special on there. You could have something not faceted, but you could do like a little amethyst pendant. You could do a tourmaline. Could, you know, change up the color, could do a apprasiolite, you could do so many different things on that. But yeah, we can do a little discount on that one. That is part of our prestige range, and the prestige range is our higher end jewellery. So $435. I can probably, hang on, let me see, $435. I can do that one for $370. So from $435 down to $370 if someone wants to claim that one. But yeah, they're all genuine, high quality pearls and genuine gemstone beads as well. Okay, so the other pearls that we've got, so, oops, I'm just going to move that beautiful magnesium out the way. So we've just shown our pearl necklaces down to $70 from $88. We've got the bracelets I've just shown, which have also got 30% discount. Now, the rest of the pearl jewellery, I'm going to do 30% off most of the rings, not all of them. This one is excluded because that is a new arrival. So I'll show you this one anyway. This is a new design that we've just put up to the website like a couple of weeks ago. But how pretty is it? So pearl with little sort of filigree style design. We can get this in different sizes too if anyone's interested. Code is R3820 for size 7. That one is $100. So that one is unfortunately not on sale. GJ1 claim for Cheryl. GJ1. Would you like to claim that stunning pearl necklace, Cheryl? Because I can just say that would look so stunning on you. I can just imagine. That one, let me just, I forgot to write the price on it. One sec. What did I say? Did I say $370 on that one? I think I did. It was 15% off. Yeah, so 15%, $370 on that one. I'll put a price on that so we put the right one on for you. Thank you so much. But that's a really beautiful one to wear. I can just imagine that will look so stunning. That's a very, very special piece. May that bring you so much joy. I can just imagine you. Your face when you get that one will be... I want to see a video of you opening your parcel. Thank you. All right, let's put that one aside for Cheryl. Yeah, won't she look gorgeous? I can just imagine you in that one. Combo of pearl and gemstones. You will, absolutely. All yours, my dear. Thank you so much. Okay, that was aside for Cheryl. Okay, so the other ring. So that one, the size 7, so that's the only one that's excluded. So the rest of these, I'm going to do 30% off any of these. So this is, I've got 2 more size 7s. So size 7. So pearl is, of course, connected with feminine energy. It connects with the crown chakra. So it's actually connects with the energies of purity, with innocence, with integrity. It also connects with wisdom and also the feminine properties of fertility as well. So I always think of like pearls of wisdom. So, you know, it's just like it takes a long time for a pearl to form. And so, yeah, I feel like they are such a beautiful symbol of feminine wisdom. That is 115. Should see your face now. Hopefully it's a happy face. Excited face. You're like, wee! 2934. So 30% off 115. Let's give you guys an idea of what that comes down to. So that brings it down to just over $80. So it was 115 down to 80. So the 30% off is just a little live only special. This is another one which is not discounted because it's also a new arrival. Little butterfly design. R3671 is 83. And oops, I'm just going to actually put the price on that one sec. So that one's $80. Okay, so these are all size 8 in the next row. So size 8 was $115, also now $80, $2934. I love the colours that you get from pearl. These little round ones make me think of a full moon. That one's $80 from $115. And next one. Now these are kind of a bit more of an unusual type of pearl. A bit larger and a bit more obscure, which, you know, if you like things that are a little bit unique, I think these are quite cool. They have beautiful colours. That is $190, so let's see what 30% off brings that one down to. So that will come down to $133 from $190. $2930, now $133. And another size 8. This one's kind of got an interesting shape too. So I feel like that's a bit bigger than an 8. No, it's an 8. So that's just got the split band. Size 8 is $2931, was $90. What's 30% off 90? Let's see. That is $63 now. So $63, code is 2931, size 8. Okay. Now, size 9, I've got 2 9s and a 10 here. All of these will be 30% off as well. So this one, code 2598, was 90. So that one will also come down 30% to 63. I'll show that one on in just a sec. So size 9, little diamond shaped pearl. That is $2598, 63 now from $90. And this is a really cool shape. Kind of reminds me of like a shell. You can sort of see like the spiral. And it's got beautiful colours. Like a pearl shell. That one, 2599 is a size 9. Oops, and $140 was the original price. That is now $98. 2598 for Shandy. Thank you, Shandy. What did I say? 98. Okay, so that one's now 98. Such pretty colours in that one. So many pinks and purples. Yeah, a bit of a Fibonacci in that one. Definitely. I love that one. And the last is a size 10. So this one, oh, that was $185. Let me just get the price on it first. $185 less 30 is now $130. Okay, so was $185. This is the size 10. So it was originally $185, now $130. And that is $2933. $130. Okay, so that was all the pearl rings with 30% off most, I would just say. And now I've got 2 pendants. So this one here, this was $160. So that one will become, I'll do that one for $120. So $3907, now $120. And we have one petite size as well. So 3288 was 60. That one will become 45. So 45 on the little pearl. Now, I do have a couple of other pearls. So these ones are both the same price. These ones actually have like a rhodium plated bail on them. So they're a little bit more of a higher quality piece. And I do also have some matching little earrings to go with these. So these are just a really classic simple pearl drop. Code is 551. We'll call this one A. And this one is B. So they were 85, they have 15% off. So that brings them down to 72.25. So A and B. If you want to see the matching earrings for those two that were also 85, so they will also come down to 72.25, code 133. Now, colour-wise, I think B is a better match. So they're really beautiful quality, just simple drops in the pearls. If you guys want, I've also got some studs. So these are 66. And so all of these are at least 15% off, you guys. So 66, 1367. So they'll come down to 56. And I've also got these ones, which are just a really simple, they're the same size as the, oh no, a bit smaller than the Amazonite ones. Just a really nice, simple pearl stud. They were 48. I think they, oh no, they should be on sale. 15% off 48, 1048. So they'll come down to just over 40, nearly 41. Oh, no worries, Christy Lee. Yeah, sure. So I'll pop the Amazonite back. Or maybe it might not go back. Maybe it'll end up on my neck. I will put it back. I'll behave. Hang on. Oh, hang on. I think, did I take that out of your basket? Gaynor, you asked for me to take strawberry quartz out of your basket. Was that the strawberry quartz bracelet? Are you still online, honey? I just want to double check what I've got in your basket. But if anything's incorrect and you asked to put something back and I've forgotten, just remind us when you get the invoice and that won't be a problem. Christy Lee. Okay, so you've got an empty basket then, yes? And then you can pop in there whatever you like. So just, if anyone else was keen, this is 15% off. Beautiful piece. Was 180, code 3753. That's now back on the shelf. What are the ones next to them? It was a strawberry quartz bracelet. I've got a couple of these in stock if you like, Colina. They're just $19 for the 8mm size. And then I do also have a little 6mm size as well there, which was $13. Okay, so I'm going to keep doing the pearl. I'm not sure if I'm going to get round to Rhodochrosite or not. I should be able to get through Rhodochrosite. What am I saying? It's 20 past 6. We're good. All right, I'll just keep going. Okay, so here's an interesting pair. This is Amethyst with a black pearl. Bit of a different design. I've only got the one pair of these. I've got a fixed hook style earring. They were $115 and they'll be 15% off. E2531. I'll hold this up to show you. One sec. What's next to the earrings? One sec. So this is the sorry, it's a bit hard to see in this light. I might have to stand up a bit or bring a bit closer. Can we see these or not? So you've got the amethyst, and then it's got like the bit of silver, and then the pearl at the bottom. Quite pretty. They're a bit different. Probably hard to see in this light. Probably looks a bit dark. There we go. Just turn around, Michelle. There we go. So that is the pearl and amethyst dangly earrings. They're quite pretty. They were, what were they? They were $115, and I'll let you know what they'll come down to. $115, and they are just under $98 now. I've only got the one pair of those. So a bit of a unique set. Alrighty, so there we go. That was those little ones. I've also got some studs with the black pearls as well. These are little blue topaz and black pearl. Code S259 for 66. Now, I do believe I have a couple more pairs of these. So, let me see. These are... they'll be down to 56. I do have... Let me just see. Yeah, I've just got one other pair. So, I've got two pairs of the same there. And... I also have a same style, but with white pearls, which obviously didn't, well, maybe one sold off the shelf and we forgot to put it back, but I've got garnet and pearl together. I'll just take one out of the packet. Oh, are they amethyst? Oh, I may have got one of each. Oh, cool. Okay, so these will be 66 as well, down to 56. So I've got one little amethyst and pearl set. So just say like amethyst and pearl sold if you want those ones. So they're 66 down to 56. And I also have garnet on the top with white pearl as well. Oops. So this is the little garnet and white pearl. How cute are they? Just really simple stud fitting on those. And code is S259. So garnet, amethyst, and I should put them on the little stud holder thing. Hang on a sec. I'll just put them out for now. You guys can see them. So that was the little amethyst pearl, and then there's the garnet pearl. Just leave them here. Okay. All right, so there was those ones. Next, behind those, we've got some really funky statement earrings with gemstones and pearls together. These are gorgeous. Pink tourmaline, you've got the double pearl and rose quartz in the little squares and drops down the bottom. So they are code 1371. They were $250 originally. Let me see. They will come down. I'll do them for $200. They're a gorgeous pair. I'll show them on in a sec. And next to those, we have citrine and pearl. And they were $180. So let's do those ones. 180. I'll do 30%. Let's do 30%. So 126. They were 180. 126 with 30% off. I will just turn these around. They're quite pretty, big long dangly pearls. So this is the extra long dangly ones. So that's the pink tourmaline, pearl, rose quartz. If you like an extra unique pair of earrings, statement earrings. So they were $250 down to $200. And then we have the citrine and pearl, which were $180 down to $126. They're quite pretty. They look like upside down hearts, those little pearls, don't they? So I'm trying to get better light. If I turn around a bit, there we go. So that's those ones. I do have two more pairs of gemstone and pearl earrings. They're a little different in design-wise. So they're both the same. There's a smoky and pearl and a rose quartz and pearl. I'll just hold them up so you get the idea of the style. You've got like the sideways biwa pearl, the little gemstone on top. So that was the rose quartz. This is the smoky. So they're actually quite a beautiful design. I'll show those next. I'm going to do 30% off these. So you will notice like the setting around the pearls, like the pearls themselves obviously are a bit irregular shaped. So some of the silver might look a bit irregular as well. That is just part of having that rubbed style setting around a raw natural item. So that's 2393. So these were 132. I'll do 30% off these ones as well. 132. So they'll be $92.40. We'll just say $92 on these. And same with the smoky quartz and pearl. So they're $92 for either pair. This one you'll just notice there's they've obviously put the silver around, obviously a bit of pearl that sticks out a little. So it's just part of the way that has been set. So you've got rose quartz or smoky, 132 down to 92. Okay, and behind those we've got just a couple more pairs of very simple pearl. And let's see. After I've just finished these last of the pearl earrings, because there's only a couple more pairs to do, there's the bracelet as well. So I'm just going to finish showing the pearl. So for those of you just joining us, we are most of the way through the live. We've had some new arrivals in Brandberg and smoky Enhydro pendants. We've got pink amethyst on sale with about 20% off. Pearl is on sale with up to 30% off. We've got beautiful silver set pearls as well as just strands of pearls as well. About to do Rhodochrosite next. I've done amazonite and strawberry quartz, and everything is at least 15% off. So I've got some good sales today. There are some excellent sales on our website too. There's our autumn clearance sale, which has up to 50% off. I've just got a link showing there for that. We also, you can actually just go to the special offers page. I'm just putting that link up instead. And that will show you all of our sales and deals that we have going on at the moment. There's so many available. So, you know, things like if you buy at least 3 gemstone bracelets on our website, you always get 15% off. If you buy a pendant, want to buy a silver chain, you get at least 10% off. But yeah, we've got at least 15% off most of our gemstone jewelry at the moment, except for new arrivals. So this little pair of earrings, this has been quite a popular design. It's like the little hoops with the really nice quality pearl drop. They are only $70. Code is E2498, so they're 15% off. I think I have, oh no, that's the last pair I have of those actually. I do also have this cute little double drop pair of pearl earrings, 1201 for $45. I'm going to do those for $30. I'm just going to pop a little price on those. And a couple more of the pairs of new pearl earrings. So those ones, I've got I think another pair of these. They're quite a cute design. So they are E2695 for $57. They will be down 15%. And same with this little design as well. Just simple pearl earrings. E2696, 66 and 15% off those ones. So for those of you who have been dropping in and out, we're just finishing up the pearls. I've just got a couple more pairs of studs to show. So $62. They're 15% off. S250. Cute design. And there's a similar design in the teardrops as well, which is 1197 for $70. $30 drops for Jody. Great claim on those. Thank you, Jody. Okay, the last thing to show is the beautiful silver pearl bracelet. So this one, really classic design. Excuse my hair tie, let me move that one out of the way. There we go. Beautiful pearl bracelet. That one is $265 and that's currently 15% off. So So 15% off. I'll just grab the price on that one. $265. So that one is down to $225. $225 for the pearl bracelet. So for those of you who didn't see from the beginning, feel free to watch the replay. We do have a lot of really good discounts in today's live. The pearl bracelets have been marked down 30%. A lot of rings are 30% off. There's at least 15% off everything except for new arrivals. So lots of good deals. Rhodochrosite is next. I'm just going to have a very quick break and I will be back in about 2 minutes. I just need to go and quickly have a drink and just a quick reset because I'm not used to doing lives in the evening and my body's just like, oh, I'm ready for dinner. So I will do rhodochrosite, but I will just say if depending on how you guys are going and if there's anything else you would like to see, just let me know. And I can always prioritise if there's something in particular you've got your eye on. Oh, hi Kim and Vicky. How much were the hoops? I'm just snacking on some chocolate. I needed a quick energy hit. How much were the hoops? 2,498. They were 70 and then they've got 15% off. So I'll just get you the price on those. They come down to $59.50. I'll hold them up. I actually forgot to show them. Just a sec. Oh, I started at 3 today, Nadine. I didn't start so early. I figured with election day, I'm like, I don't think there's going to be any point starting early. But I'm feeling like tired. I'm like, I think I'm almost done. I'm getting old. I'm feeling like I'm done at 7. Anyway, I'm not used to doing the evening lives. And I've done a lot today as well before I went live. So that is what the hoops look like size-wise. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? You sort of get into your routines and your groove and it just, yeah, it feels funny being on so late. At least the light's better in here now. Thank God we got that fixed. All right, so this was also some of the other little ones as well. Got those. And they were the last ones that I showed. I kind of forgot. I was like, I just need to get up and move for a second. All right, so I'm going to turn it back around. For those of you who have just joined, we just showed Pearl. You can always rewatch our lives on YouTube. We upload them there because they disappear off Facebook now after a short time. We timestamp them so you can find exactly what you're looking for. We've got some pretty special new Enhydro pendants there. Smoky Tibetan quartz. And there's 3 Brandberg amethyst and smoky amethyst with Enhydros. Pink amethyst is all on sale. Ginia, hello. Can I please show you the square amazonite pendant? Yes. I'll pop back over. So I did amazonite a little earlier. And I have possibly marked things down a little as well. So we'll see what prices are on them, hey? I did... yeah, some of them might have been, like it's 15% off all of our gemstone jewellery at the moment, everyone. So if you haven't already checked out our online sale, it ends tomorrow night. And for those of you who haven't heard, we're starting auctions from tomorrow night. We'll launch some pieces that'll be finished, like the auctions will go every 24 hours. We're going to do daily auctions for the next like 20 odd days. So I've got a lot lined up for you guys for some fun discounts and promotions. So can't wait. All right, so the square amazonite pendant, I'm assuming you mean this one. And, oh, God, the chocolate just did its job. Just needed like a little bit. It just does the job to give a quick hit of energy. Okay, so 3759 is 170. That one would be 15% off. And then I've also got the smaller one. I don't know if that's the one that you meant. That's been marked down a little extra to 75. Code 3761. Sorry, it looks a bit blurry. There we go. 3761. I'm not sure which one of those two you were interested in with the squares. And the square ring, are you meaning the size 11? That's quite pretty. That one I have also marked down to 135. And that was 2898. So that was the size 11. There is also like a rectangle size 7. I can't remember what size you are, Ginia, but if you let me know, I can just quickly show you in amazonite. So these are size 7, size 8, size 9, 10, and back row is all 11. If there's anything else you wanted to look at in Amazonite, just let me know. That'll be row 1 and row 2. So if there's another piece that stands out, a lot of them have some nice silvery sheen on them as well when you actually look at them. We've also got the pretty necklace as well, bracelet, and earrings. But you guys, I tell you what, I'm starting to, I'm going to do the Rhodochrosite. Is there anything you guys have your eye on in particular? I'm just going to quickly say we've got a new arrival in a 5.5. Then we have two size 7s, size 8, I think, that an 8 as well, is it? I must have put them on different, normally I put the 8s together, there we go. 3 size 9s, and then we've got 2 size 10s and 2 size 11s. So I try and keep the sizes together just so that it's a bit easier for whoever's what you're looking for in your size. So there's a couple of each size available. I'll do the rings first since we're already looking at them. So starting with the little new arrival, which is the 5.5. So we have got a few new arrivals of particularly small and larger sizes on our website. So this little one is $648 and $95. So Energy of Rhodochrosite, it's a beautiful one to work with. It's a stone of love and balance. So it really helps to balance our inner yin and yang, or inner masculine and feminine energies. It's got a very playful and light energy to it. It's said to help us connect with our inner child, and also connects us with a sense of playfulness and joy. So really beautiful, like light-hearted heart energy to work with. And you know, sort of you get these bands through, which kind of make me think of like layers of the heart and how we can go deeper or lighter. And, you know, it's all about that journey of going inward. You know, the heart is where the inner child resides, and it's where quite often we build up a lot of protection and boundaries to try and keep that part of us safe, particularly if we've had a difficult, or, you know, if you've got quite a wounded inner child. Rhodochrosite can be such a beautiful one to work with to safely connect with that part of yourself, and to offer that part of you compassion and love and healing in order to bring out that playful inner child part of yourself. So 3163 176. Sorry, Michelle, the small square of, the size 7. Got it. I'll go grab it for you. That size 7. Amazonite size 7. Also, can I just say, Amazonite and Rhodochrosite look really pretty together. I love those two colors together. So size 7, that one is the 2896 for $125, and then that one's got 15% off. There we go. Another size 7. So this one has really beautiful banding through it as well. Nice strong colors. So another thing with Rhodochrosite is it is said to help us access our inner gift. So again, I think we can all agree that when you're a child, you're most connected to your purpose and the truth of who you are. And it's only through life experience that we tend to build up layers of conditioning and you know, you get told who you are by society, by your parents, by whatever, and it can take years to undo that, right? So 3162 size 7 is $119. Now these are also 15% off unless I give a bigger discount on these. Yeah, so it's a beautiful one to work with, I think, just to kind of bring us back to the purity of the self and the soul, and to bring back to the sense of purity of the heart as well. Another beautiful ring in Rhodochrosite. Size 8, that one's 200 and 2556. I'm going to do that one for 165. $165. That's a beautiful ring. And another size 8 here. This one has beautiful horizontal banding. Lots of different, few different tones through that one as well. So that's 128, code 2114. Can I please purchase the small pendant? And they're a good match together. Those two for you, Ginia. No problem. I will invoice you because I have given a bigger discount on that pendant, okay? Thank you so much. Oh, so by the way, guys, I forgot to launch the poll before. I was going to do a poll. I'm going to launch it now. It's going to go for the next minute. Can you guys let me know if you would prefer me to go live on a Friday night at 7 or a Saturday afternoon, like about 2 o'clock? Because I'm looking at maybe slightly changing my start time or my day. But yeah, just curious. So 2114 128, that's 15% off. And that poll, I think, is can you guys still see that on the screen? I don't know how long it lasts for. I think it said like a minute. Next is, oh, hang on. Silly me. I've gone the wrong way. Hang on. Next is size 9. I'm like, skipped a size. There we go. Size 9. Size 9 in Rhodochrosite. That's a pretty one. Nice banding, strong colours. And that one is 210, 2558. Let's see what I can do on that one. I'll do that one for 165 from 210. So we've got a few size 9s there. You voted. Wear Rhodochrosite while using ChatGPT. Just had a quick play. More humane than some therapists I know. Totally. Like, isn't it? It's actually quite amazing how, like, yeah. What's the word? Compassionate? Pretty amazing. Well, let's see what. Does it give me the result of the poll? How does this work? Oh, cool. Thanks, guys. So Friday, we had 6 votes for Friday, 7 p.m. and 5 votes for Saturday, 2 p.m. So interesting. Yeah, because I'm thinking of maybe going back to the evenings on a Friday. But yeah, I'm you know, I might try both out and maybe we'll alternate weeks so I can do a bit of both. So this one is 245. Some pieces look like streaky bacon. Yeah, yep, they can look kind of fleshy, but yeah, try and actually find pieces that I think are quite unique looking, that aren't just the banded looking ones, but yeah, each to their own. This is 245, 2559. I think I can do a bigger discount on that one as well. What was it? 245. Whoops, not 254, 245. Let's do that one for 185. Okay, so 185 is a new price for code 2559. That's actually a really nice ring. It's got quite a chunky setting, but it's like sits really nicely on your hand. Very comfortable. Bit of weight in that one as well, because it's got that extra silver on the setting. That's why it does make them a bit more expensive. You can feel the weight in it too. Yeah. That was a good. You want Saturdays, Gaynor? Alternating might be a good idea. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. Like, I think every second week, maybe doing a Friday, and then, because for me as well, like I've been doing Saturdays for a long time, and I'd really like to have some weekend time back. So every second weekend means that way I can have a bit of extra time to get things done. Really embracing my need for work-life balance and parenting life balance. So 2119, size 9 is 185. So yeah, as you guys probably know, I'm a single mum, and so, you know, the boys go to their dad on a Friday, and sometimes Friday and Saturday. So that way I'm like, you know, like I want to be able to start doing a bit more, even going away occasionally, like, you know, having some life back. I've done a pretty big slog for the last like 3 odd years of doing solid weekly lives. So yeah, still going to do the weekly lives, but I just want to change it up a little. All right, 185. Let me see what I can do here. 185. Let's do that one for 148. Yeah, I mean, you guys who've been following me for a while know we used to do like Saturdays and Sundays, like from 4 during COVID. So we used to do both weekend days for a while. Like, obviously there's nothing better to do in lockdown anyway. And then we changed it to just like one weekend day, and then as the kids, like, you know, when I had just the kids on my own, like there's no way I could do evenings, but now I've finally got some evening time back. Just want to be able to balance it between like being able to go out and do stuff and actually enjoying my live time as well. Turkish Delight. Turkish Delight is like this rhodochrosite. Isn't it pretty? More Turkish Delight. Yes, I like that one too. Yeah, no. I'm happy to do every second week with the Fridays and the Saturdays. I think that's kind of what I was aiming for, and just see how they go. And if it works out that one's like doing better than the other, then I'll just transition to that day. But yeah, I'm pretty flexible. It doesn't really bother me. 245, 2560. I'll do a good discount on that one. That's a size 10 as well. Some of these we've had for a little while, so I'm happy to give them a bit of an extra markdown. Let's do that one. So let's do 180 on that one. 180 for the size 10. Earlier the better for Fridays. I watch with my sister in New Zealand and they're 2 hours ahead. Yeah, so I'm just thinking, like, for most people, from about 7 is probably good. Maybe even 6 I could do. But yeah, I just think for a lot of people, like, I don't know, would you guys do earlier than 7? I just wouldn't want to do too much later than 7 either, because I reckon I'd be, like, definitely done by probably 10. Yeah, I do. I know. I need to look after my needs, absolutely. And also I want to time it in a way that obviously my customers are going to be able to join in as well. Because that's, you know, I mean, yes, I do things during the week in the middle of the day, because I know some people can do that. But again, like, it's not really ideal for most people who are working, or who, you know, middle of the week's not probably going to work for a lot of people. But yeah, anyway, the weekend's good. 2560 now, 185 and size 10. And I've got another one now. This is a fairly new arrival. So Mish just wondered if you have any earrings with the snap closures and they dangle. I definitely have some in amber. I've just got a pair of pearl hoops here as well. Like, is that what you mean? So something that actually closes as opposed to being like an open hook. All right, so this is a new arrival, size 10. That is 3166 and 245. So that's got 15% off. Love a little bit of brass accents on that. Yeah, I reckon, Kim, that's why, like, most people who have kids definitely, like, from 7's usually the earliest. Most people wouldn't be tuning in at 7 if they had kids, I don't think. Like, God, I want to know what people are doing if they can get their kids in bed at 7. Jeez. Normally my boys are in bed by like 8, but yeah, that's kind of, you know, pretty standard. Right, now this one is a size 11. This is literally one of my favorite stones. Don't know why, I just love it. It's got pyrite in the middle. It's got that little bit of masculine energy right at its core, but it's got a lot of feminine, beautiful energy there too. 1226 size 11 is 189. That has been marked down a fair bit from 290 originally, but that's just got such an interesting piece of rhodochrosite in there. Hey Lizelle, how are you? I love that you guys watch together. That makes my day, really does. Okay, another size 11. Another size 11 is this one. 160, that's 15% off, 2116. So just to remember that we have 15% off most of our gemstone jewellery until tomorrow night at midnight is when it ends. The clearance items are still on sale. They'll continue to be on sale, possibly ongoing. We'll just keep adding to that clearance collection. And yeah, we've definitely got like quite a lot of things to choose from, so enjoy. We've got auctions starting from Sunday night, so if you keep your eyes open. We've got some really beautiful pieces starting from 50% off, so great way to grab a bargain. It's only 24-hour auction, so Yeah, I know most people just end up bidding right at the last second, but try not to leave it too late. Jump in on the pieces that you want with your best bid, and hopefully you win. The amber is all online. That's right, Mish. I can quickly show you after this. This is called Turkish Delight Rhodochrosite. That is my term for it. It is not really what it's called, but you know, it looks like Turkish Delight. 112, 7.5, code 461. We only have a couple of these pieces left. They are so delicious looking. Rose color, really pretty. That one's got some really nice little rainbows on the inside. What was the night I used to do before I had Aaron? I'm pretty sure I used to do Friday nights at one point, and then I did Saturday nights. I think at one point I may have even done like Sunday afternoons from 4. That used to work quite well for people because most people are kind of winding down by then. I prefer to do a Friday than a Saturday night, that's for sure. So yeah, but that's just yeah, that's how it goes. So we've got a beautiful set here. It is sold separately. This is the only like sort of Turkish Delight, we call it, Turkish Delight coloured rhodochrosite we have left. There is the earrings, which have also been marked down, code 639 for 67. They've been marked down from about 100. There's also the beautiful pendant, which is 170, code 3236. That's currently 15% off. And yeah, that's all we've got in that particular rhodochrosite. Are the Enhydros online? No, we've just shown them for the first time. If you rewatch, I did show them quite like with a bit of time each. So they were probably fairly early on, Shandy. I think I did Strawberry Quartz and then I did the Enhydros pretty much straight after that. So if you go back to about the hour point, I reckon you'll find them. All right, then, is that everything? So I was just checking the comments. Okay, all good. Sorry, but that's just taking it back a few years. Aaron's like 3.5 now. Alex is 6.5. Like, they're, yeah, who can believe it? I was doing lives for that long, easily. I started doing lives about probably 5 years ago. 5 years ago. Yeah, been a while. All right, let's do the pendants. These are beautiful. I think that is one of probably the nicest pendants on the table in rhodochrosite. 4321 is 229, 15% off that one. This little guy is 195, 4319. So these are newer arrivals. You can see the price has gone up quite a bit. Oh man, they are like so friggin' cute though, and they're getting so big. Like, little guys are literally like 2 boys, you can imagine. Like they were wrestling me on the floor the other day, and I'm just like, oh man, I need to hit the gym more. Like, I need to build more strength with these two. I have Aaron like jumping on my back, and you know, 209. We have fun though, we really do. 4320, 15% off that one. Yeah, they've really grown up. It's crazy. 3238, 140. I'll do 25% off this one. Yeah, I know. I'm so grateful for like the loyalty and longevity that you guys have been like showing up. It's so beautiful. We are like family now. You probably know like more about me than most people do. 112. Oh, sorry. I said 25. 140 less 25% is 105. Let's just call it 100. Just do that as a good discount piece. $100. Going to do a few that'll be a bigger discount to add to our clearance sale. So snap them up while you can. Next little one down here. This is 4325 and 164. So 15% off that one. This is a bit of an unusual rhodochrosite. It doesn't have the same kind of patterning as the others. It's quite pretty though. That one is 2814. It's been marked down to 144. Was originally 194, so it's $50 off that piece. Next little one is 185. This has got some really nice banding, and I love those little brass accents. Beautiful stone. 185, 4327. So these are still discounted. They're all 15%. 185, whoops. Less 15%. That's $157. Beautiful piece. Another interesting piece, 179, 4230. Let's make this one 135. So 135, 4230. So that's 25% off. Okay, a couple more pieces in the marquee. Yeah, they are, aren't they, Cheryl? They're such good kids. I love them. 179, 4332. That one's 15% off as well. Now, I'm not going to put every single piece on, but if you have seen a piece that you've got your eye on, just say row 1, row 2, and give me the number, and I will make sure I show that piece on. Last one for row 2, 4331 is 155. So they're all the 15% off except for the ones that I've put tags on. Now there's a few more pieces hiding up here, the squares and rectangles. I really love this rectangle piece. I think that's got some really interesting banding and nice contrasting color. 4324 is 229. It's also 15% off. This one, it's kind of an interesting textured piece. 4322 was 229. I'll mark that one down. 229. That will be 170. That's 25% off. Well, that's not bad. It's pretty much 7 o'clock, and I did say I'd finish up about 7. So I've just got to do a few more earrings, and then I'll be done. 4322, 170. And I've got one more beautiful smaller piece here as well. 209, 4323. I really like that one as well. Interesting patterns. All right, you guys. So if I'm not getting any no one's particularly interested in rhodochrosite, that's okay. I will show a couple on of my faves, and I'll hold a few earrings up, and I'll show you the earrings, and then we will call it a night. So what shall I show? I'll just pick a few randoms. Okay, so I'm going to do a few different shapes and sizes. Where's my collar gone? Okay, so we have the round one. Before I finish, oh yeah, we can definitely do that, no problem. Was there a particular pair if you want to have a look? Otherwise, because I think all the amber have that same clasp. So yeah, the round ones are that particular one. I think is a really pretty piece for rhodochrosite. The markdown piece. This is the little piece for 100. Yeah, rhodochrosite is normally a bit more of an expensive stone. It's only really found, it's found mainly in Argentina or South America, and I think you can get it here in Australia. I think I've seen some Australian rhodochrosite, or am I thinking of rhodonite? My brain gets tired. This is why I don't end up doing late lives. That one's 100. We also have this one. All right, this is row 2, number 3. This is a different design with the little brass accents. That looks really pretty. Then we have a marquee shape one. I might do this one. This is one that I marked down for 135. That one's got a bit of an interesting, kind of reminds me of an eye. So that's now 135. I'll show you the big rectangle for a different shape. And that one is a pretty unique looking piece. And I'm going to show the Turkish Delight coloured one on with as a set. So this one is just all pink, and with the earrings, they look so pretty together. So really nice rich rose colour, make a very pretty set. So the earrings have been put into clearance, and the pendant is 15% off. Now in the earrings, I have a very unique pair of earrings. These are a statement size pair with the rhodochrosite pink tourmaline and moonstone. These could have probably been made into pendants, but they are earrings. We don't have many big statement earrings like this, especially multi-stone ones. So these are KEGJ 1464. They were originally $3.99. I'm going to do 20% off these. So that will be $3.19. $3.19 from $3.99. Actually, let's just say $300. Take $100 off them. So $300 from $3.99. Really pretty with the pink tourmaline and moonstone as well. So that is the only big pair of earrings I have in those. I'll quickly hold up the others just for size. We've got these ones with the little silver balls at the bottom. There's a kind of irregular shape. Some of these have really strong banding. I'll show them all in my hand in a sec. I'm just giving you guys a bit of an overview. There's like nice long marquee shape ones. And also a couple more little rectangles. And then there's like these little pink little slices. All right, let's have a look at these. All right, so first of all, we've got the statement earrings. Let me just grab the other one out. So these were $3.99. They are now $300. Lots of pink tourmaline, moonstone, and rhodochrosite. Seriously, like what a great energetic combo for feminine energy and love. Love it. Intuition as well, connecting with cycles, feminine energy. Really beautiful pair to bring that out. Feminine power. All right, I'll put those up the back, up the back. Next we have these little ones, which I was showing with the little silver balls at the bottom. They are 1459 for 138. I'll do those for 100. These little ones are kind of an interesting looking rhodochrosite. Yum. Yes. 1462 are 118. So these are 15% off unless 9. And these ones have a bit of like a golden color through them. They're a bit kind of unusual. We'll mark those ones down. 1456. Let's do them for 65. I'll just do a randomly cheap price on those. $65. Probably almost half price. Probably didn't calculate that one very well, but anyway, bargain for someone. $65, little earrings. Love those ones, 129. They're 15% off. And the little marquee shapes. I feel like they would go really well with, well, there's actually a few pieces that would be good with those. But anyway, 169. Let's mark those down to 120. All right, last piece is the beautiful rhodochrosite egg. It's the only piece of rhodochrosite we have in crystals at the moment. Beautiful piece. That one is $200. I will do it for $160. RHE1 for $160. Beautiful egg to work with, that one. Can I please have the ones with the little silver balls? Yes. What did I just do with it? Oh, here they are. Put them next to me. What did I say? 100 on those, didn't I? I'll put them down as 100 for you, Mandy. Thank you. All right, and then I'll quickly show Michelle the amber earrings. Okay. All right, so that one is for you, Mandy. They're super cute, aren't they? Nice choice. Okay, so let's do that. And then now I haven't put everyone's names in to do a little spin the name thing. I'm actually due to have dinner with someone like now, so I think I might, if it's okay, I'm going to do the spin the wheel thing when I do invoicing on Monday, and then I'll add a little gift into whoever does that. I'll do it as a story, so just keep your eyes on stories for when I do that. But I'll quickly show Mish the earrings. So Mish, depending on price points, because some of these are a bit pricier, they will be 15% off everything at the moment though. So there's the ball style earrings, so they all have this sort of clasp. Big long danglers are probably too big for you. There's some super cute little butterflies and stuff in here in amber. I feel like you'd like the butterflies. Amber butterflies, they're 15% off. 303 is the code for 120. Yeah, there's quite a few. So pretty much all of the amber does have either a stud fitting or those closed hook fittings. There's the big cherry amber at the front there too. So Mish, are you there? Just checking. She might have gone already. Yeah, so you guys, if you want to keep having a shop, have a look online, shop the sale. The 15% off ends tomorrow night. The clearance items will still be on clearance indefinitely, essentially. So much selection. Have a little look online, hun, but I'll quickly just hold a couple of pairs up for you. So they're just for size. They're the little butterflies and the little green amber 4-leaf clovers. I feel like you might like something more petite, so that's why I'm just seeing what I've got. What else? And then the silver balls, the amber balls, that's the size of those ones. But yeah, all good. If you want to have a look at a pair, just maybe send me a message, and on Monday, if you want to see them held up to my ear, I'll just send you a picture through. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your night. I'm signing out. Have a beautiful week. And yeah, next week we will have a little bit more in new arrivals. May I see aqua pendant triangle shape? Oh yeah, that one, no problem. Just behind me. We showed that last week, right? Let me quickly show you that one, Sandine. Sorry, let me just get it zoomed in. I actually love this piece. Beautiful big trillion. I'll put it on for you and then you can see what it looks like on. Thank you, everyone. Yes, I will, of course. I just like to, you know, it's nice to get some feedback and to sort of float ideas with you guys sometimes so that I can make the right decisions. That one is such a nice piece on. So if you want to have a think on that one, Sandine, let me know. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful week. And yeah, we'll invoice Monday as always. So just keep an eye on your inbox. But yeah, all right. Don't forget to smile, Gaynor. Thank you. You're so sweet. All right, everyone. Have a beautiful week. I'll see you next week. Sandine, just let me know either way about the pendant. I'll pop it back for now. You can always send a message. I won't be checking messages until Monday though, okay? So I'll see you later. Thank you.